More stuff, or
Okay.
is it just the same?
The
No,
first,
I think just the shine of it's finally starting
yeah,
to, you know.
because the first thing. Hey, what's up? We're live, by the way.
Oh.
Just now. Yeah, no, the first thing was like he was acquitted of it, and he was like, "See, I'm good," and everybody was like, "Dude, there's like 8 other cases against you. You're not good." But the show is gonna continue, although we'll see. It's one of those things. Anyways, we're live with better things with a group of wholesome people who haven't been taken to court over atrocious acts yet.
That you're aware of.
It's here's the thing though, if it is one of us, it's not going to be anything like super bad. It's going to be like one of us committed arson. Well, I guess arson's super bad, but like that's the one.
Good. I'm glad you're okay with arson, Artem. With arson, Artem, because
for the right reason.
I do have something I need to tell the group.
Listen, if this group isn't okay with arson, then I don't know what game you've been playing.
Right?
It's like the go-to move.
Yeah. By the way, Artem, if you were in like a screamo band, scene band in the early 2000s, your stage name would be Artem Arson. Let's make that very
That's a good one. That's a good one.
But
If
I also
ever-
would have like
ever am
super
framed
high
for
spiky.
arson, if I'm ever framed for arson, none of you are allowed to testify because it's like, well, yeah. In
was
every
the
single
We always
D&D
had a
game,
suspicion.
he went out of his way. It was really weird.
Did I tell you about after I was like relaying about that Poconos trip that one time to my mom and stepdad and my stepdad? I was mentioning how like you made the fire every night for us, and my stepdad was like, "Yeah, those Eagle Scouts, they are all just pyros."
It is unfortunately a stereotype.
Speaking of pyros, though, Hunter's not here tonight. Andrew's got a gig, so good for him. But here we be.
Yeah, who would like to recap last session, which started off with you guys looting or choosing not to loot Leshe's hut.
Yeah.
It began with the death of a magic old woman, and it ended the death of a magic old woman.
Dude, I feel like we accomplished a lot last week.
So I don't remember what we looted and what we didn't loot, because usually Chimera isn't on the up and up on the looting. Somebody looted though, and there was some magical stuff.
But everything else we like sequestered away just so no one else gets cursed with it, but no one's using it.
I have Witch's Eye, Dagger of Vexing Vines. We destroyed the Green Hag's Heartstone. We have the Pendant of False Promises, the Boulevard of Broken Dreams, and then we have the Broomstick of Endless Flight.
Suddenly
One
I
of
want to sing
those.
Green
And
Day.
I'm holding on to that last one.
One of those might be fake.
So we did that, and we saved the kid, and then we went back to town, and we talked to Caleb, and Caleb was like, "What do you want me to do about it?" And it was like, "Buddy, it's your town." And he's like, "Yeah, but what do you want me to do about it? They don't want that." And it's like, but it's your town. Like, you got elected, and he's like, "I don't know, we'll find out." And it was like, okay, have a
You
good
got
day.
elected, and he's like, "We'll see about that."
So we left, and then we went to Kemi House, where Gregor was not and Keon was not, and the only person that was the baby. Frickin' Jeffrey's answering doors and like making himself breakfast. Nobody's home to take care of him. But he's sufficient, I guess. It's fine. And then we leave. And we run into Gregor, and he's like, "I don't know, Keon's been acting funny." It's like, funny, or like teenager funny? He's like, "I don't know, I've been absentee this whole time." And it's like, "That's fair, dog. Have a good one." So we left again, and we went to Inger's house, and they were already in the middle of like one of those weird little mind sessions where it was featuring Keon, and we were like, "Hey, this could be a problem because it might be Keon, but it might be Keon." And she was like, "Ah, shit, get in there." So we did. We found Goth Keon. We found like a version of Arantis in like a prison cell doing God knows what. He's like, let me out, it'll be fine. And I feel like we were like, maybe we should, and then we didn't.
Octavius, not Arantis.
Octavius, sorry, not Arantis. My bad.
Very different people.
No. And we got out of there, and then we like went to a different part of the Mind Palace where the two iterations of Keon were fighting, and then we got them to be like, hey, don't fight each other, okay? Like, hold on. And they're like, all right. So they did that. And then basically, we made a doodle, just barely, of the laboratory where all the weird mind shit's been happening. And then we managed to teleport there, and we did so without any sort of fight, which was stellar. We put a copy of alternate dimension Keon into Keon Prime, making her into a new Keon that's hopefully maybe a little bit more balanced. And then we got out of there to find that Inger's fucking dead.
Real quick, so we put new Keon, I guess, is of both alternate universe AU, who is an Echo Knight sorcerer, and Keon Prime, who is an Aberrant warrior. What are you going to call it?
Thing. Yeah.
What does that mean for her?
Like a
what is she?
scion?
Well, you
merge of
can
both.
find that out through RP. But we're gonna start off the session. We're gonna start off the session with Keon is when she comes to and sees that that Inger is kind of laying dead in her rocking chair with a big grin on her face. She's gonna run over and start like sobbing uncontrollably. Sorsha is also going to come over and be extremely upset as well. Also, we kind of forgot to acknowledge that Cinder was here the whole time. I think your guys' plan was to take him with you, was it not?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
so
agree
Cinder
with
was
what
there
you-
quietly, and when brought up like, hey, do you want to go in the Mind Palace? He was like, no.
Yeah.
It's fair, to be
checks
honest.
out. That checks out.
So he is, Cinder is kind of watching very curiously, but quietly, and kind of keeping his distance from everything. But he looks solemn, like very aware that something incredibly sad has just happened, although I think he's trying to piece together who exactly this woman was to him based off of what memories were in there. If he had any at all. I forget the exact timeline of when you met her and stuff and how much of her he would have even known about. Keon is breaking down saying things to the effect that she is both the reason why Inger's dead and also the one that Inger saved. And so it's a lot for her to process. And Sorsha also feels like this was her first real chance to do this ritual, and she wishes that there was something that she could have done, and she feels like she failed. And Hunter also just takes a knee in the moment. What's everybody else doing?
Saoirse was like afraid of Audra, right? If I remember correctly.
Sorsha's afraid of who?
Wasn't she like afraid of Audra or like intimidated by Audra at some point?
I don't recall that.
Okay. Because I think just at most for now, like being, standing in the same general spot, Audra will just like try to put a hand on his shoulder just to be like, you're not alone in this moment, although she wouldn't really have any of the right words to say.
Being that Inger was a longtime family friend, would Chimera be familiar with any preferred burial rites or like pyre shenanigans?
Yeah, it's kind of a stretch from your survival thing, but I'll give it to you with your family background with her and stuff. Yeah, I'd say that.
Because I think just as a like, I'll let these people be with her, but we need to get this ready. So I would probably either start creating a pyre or maybe finding a nice place for a burial.
Yeah, I checked in with Andrew while I saw him on Saturday, and he said that Hunter would also want to help dig a grave for this woman. I think she'd want to be put in the earth and
Okay.
let all the worms and stuff take her, let her mold into the soil.
If Chimera is building a pyre, Anwar also, Suha has similar funeral rites with erecting a fire.
No fires, just burial in this case.
All right, then Anwar will set fire to her home to honor her memory and to give back to Suha. Now, Anwar's just going to be like available to kind of help because he was close with Keon before she disappeared. They were like classmates.
Yeah.
Kind of go up to her and be like, you know, you can't argue that this isn't what she wanted to happen. I mean, you know, there's no changing that face.
I mean, maybe she wanted it to happen after what I did, but it's me that did it. If it weren't for me, she'd still be alive.
I made the choice. Really?
You can choose to see it that way, but I would also say that Inger, despite what little I know about her, she chose to use her time here to help people. And I think if she had to go and she could fix someone on the way, it's exactly how she would have wanted to go.
So after a period of mourning and people are starting to get a nice plot for burial ready, there'll be time to lower her in the ground. Is there any ritual-based kind of stuff anybody wants to do as far as gathering items that she might want to be buried with, or anything you want to say, or anything like that that would go into the funeral rites for her?
You know, I think I could like literally do a burial as cleric, can't I? Isn't that
It's one of the ceremonies.
Yeah, it's one of those ceremonies. Yeah, funeral rite. And can be done as a ritual, right? Pretty sure. So, I think if the you know, other folks, because Audra I didn't have as much connection to this group as others, but like if people wanted that, she could totally do that. More for show than for any sort of effect, because I can't imagine there's somebody out there trying to raise the corpse of Inger, but you know, just for the ceremony of it.
Let's not assume, because with our
fair.
luck.
Fair. Well then, Audra would just at some point raise a hand. I haven't done this before, but it's within my duties as a cleric to conduct a funeral. If we want to do that for Inger, we can, you know, have a real one with her last wishes and all that.
I think that's what she deserves.
Saoirse, you would have spent more time with her recently. Did she keep a will or anything like that?
I do not believe so, no.
Is the little
No.
dragonling still running around?
I was gonna say there is a pseudo dragon. That probably would have climbed up on top of Sorsh's shoulder at some point.
Didn't we read through Inger's like diary or
did.
something once
Yeah.
upon a
Oh,
time?
yeah.
Was there anything in that our characters could recall of like her just rambling about like what she would want or something like that?
I think you guys could probably infer, particularly Chimera, that she never had any actual daughters, but especially of late, like Chimera, Keone, and Sorsha were like the closest things to daughters that she had. So she would be perfectly happy passing some, any of her stuff along to any of them. But clearly she didn't seem to be too worried about it because she doesn't have anything specifically written down. I would also
there's
say
any-
that I'm pretty sure in her diary it mentions that little pseudo dragon might have been her sister.
Yeah. Yeah.
Say more on that.
What is
Yeah, what now?
So what I wrote for her, they were both kind of like going after the same man. Or more so Inger was like interested in somebody, and then they might have like gotten with her sister. Or her sister got with them.
Okay.
And Inger was like, not in my house. So
Okay. All right.
Is
so
this
maybe
some,
she's
like,
not as
fucking-
good of a.
What was the lady from Game of Thrones? The tell Cersei it was me.
Yeah.
Like-
Oh,
Ilana something?
Tyrell?
Martell.
Yeah.
Yeah, Martel.
I have a tank top, and she's wearing like these fucking sunglasses with like lines in them, and it just
Nice.
says, "Tell her it was me."
I was
Uh,
gonna say that after she is buried, kind of like those super sad images of dogs who just like lay on top of the grave, the little pseudo dragon will just kind of curl up and just sit on top of the grave.
But like knowing the background, does it also like pee on her grave?
No,
It's been a few
It's-
years.
Okay.
it's been quite a long time, and it seems like maybe the little pseudo dragon has forgiven her and just misses her at this point.
I don't know. I'd feel like I'd hold a pretty big grudge if somebody turned me into a dragon forever.
Eh,
You know,
It's just me.
sisters, it's a complicated relationship.
My God, it really fucking is, though. My God, my God.
At the
I-
end of the ceremony, Anwar's going to want to go talk to Audra.
Okay.
Okay.
Audra, what was that spell you used? It seemed familiar. I think I've seen a version of it before, but for weddings?
Yes. I can do it for weddings. I can do it for a child becoming an adult. I can bless water if you need it. Stuff like that.
Interesting. Could I take a look at its various purposes?
In general, or the wedding part?
Not the, just in general, what it's capable of.
Sure. How do you intend to do that? Well, our magic is different. I'm just not sure how this study's going to go.
Oh, no, I don't plan on doing it myself, but I'm just curious if there are other effects that might be useful one day.
Well, if there's someone seeking forgiveness, we can do that. Although it seems within our circle, it's usually people going the other way, people sort of turning on us sometimes. But again, if someone wants to turn into, if someone's coming of age, I can help them out for a bit by giving them sort of a boost. if anyone wants to swear their oath to the becoming, which is part of one of it, one of the effects, they can talk to me about that, and I can do the same. We can do funerals like this, which of course just helps the corpse. And I could someone remind me? I want to say back when we were on the boat with Cerebro, I actually did the investiture thing because I gave like Cammy a healing spell for that, because that had like no religious ties. Does it sound familiar? I feel like I did that. Because investiture is another one where I can basically give you one of my first level spells to use.
That does sound familiar. I feel like you
like
did that at some point.
Yeah, like
I don't know
I
when.
feel like I gave Cammy like a heal just in case, like before we went into Tumultra or something.
I feel like maybe yes, but I honestly don't remember. It sounds familiar.
Yeah, maybe we just talked about it. But either way, I can also share a spell with somebody, sort of the way I put it into the ring for you. And yes, then there's the wedding part, which has good benefits as well for both people involved.
Go back to the forgiveness one. What's that about?
Well, if there's someone that used to be good and went bad, I could, if they're willing, of course, change that. Or vice versa, but I can't imagine why we'd want to do that. Also, for the text for folks, atonement can return you to your original alignment, but that's kind of purely flavor. A creature whose alignment has changed, I make a wisdom check, and on a successful check, I guess actually they don't need to be willing. It is like a reverse brainwashing.
What an interesting spell.
Mm-hmm.
Very interesting.
I'll be back 1 second.
Okay. Yeah. You touch one willing creature's alignment has changed. You make a DC Wisdom Insight check. On a successful check, a 20 Wisdom Insight check. And my insight's already pretty good. It's +7. On a successful check, you restore the target to its original alignment. Who did you have in mind, Ryan?
What a very interesting spell that could only be used for certain fringe case scenarios.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't imagine what something or someone could use with said power.
I mean,
Richard back yet?
Yeah, Richard, I think he's trying to get me to brainwash Keone, or reverse brainwash Keone.
I want you to make everyone in our party evil. Is that an option? Is that...
So it has to go to its original alignment. So unless one of you has been secretly evil this whole time.
Hunter.
But Richard, if you would say that Keone's alignment has changed as a result of stuff, I can technically fix that.
I don't know if Keone has been in her new mind enough to have an alignment. I think she's getting realigned, so to speak. It's hard to say what it is at this point.
She'll come over to the evil side soon enough.
Maybe.
That's all I wanted to know. Very interesting.
Well,
Very
could
powerful
we
spell.
Mm-hmm.
question if we talk to your ancestor more and more, could that do something for Aganazar?
So I have to touch a willing creature. Oh,
We can get to that point.
Okay.
Oh, it's only willing? Oh.
Yeah.
I wish there was something we could do about that, but what can you do? What is there?
We just threw him out of the bottle, and I immediately put a hand on his chest. Be good.
Ryan, I don't think we can make a wish for Audra to touch him and do whatever she wants to him. I think that's a little...
My first wish, let my friend put a hand on your shoulder.
I'm not saying anything. I don't want to let that genie out of the bottle yet.
But yeah, I mean, I've never tried it before, Anwar, but it's possible, to my knowledge. I'm a little nervous about doing such a thing, but I think I can.
Since when have you ever been nervous about doing something before?
combat is a little different from rewriting someone's brain.
It's really just another form of healing, don't you think?
Yeah, it is. I don't know. It's just first time for everything, right?
I don't know. You guys have been changing people's brains a lot.
Speaking of
Sometimes
changing
you have
people's
to.
brains,
I thought we were distinctly changing their blood, but okay.
Yeah, it is technically a
Yeah, I know, I'm just
blood
messing
thing
with
that's
you.
kind of spiritual and stuff.
Yeah,
but
yeah. Anyway, like she's down, but has never done such a thing before.
shall we head to the Silverbeard Mountains then?
Over to the dwarven
After the
city.
ceremony and ritual and everything is done.
Yeah,
or-
yeah. Dwarven city of Silversteel. So we'll get you back onto that map. There was another little town kind of like in the center right here, and I'm sorry, I'm a terrible DM. I don't remember what it was called. Oh, wait, yes I do. Orflow.
Okay, that's not the one that
'Cause
we
the-
like defend.
Because the
no.
ore literally flows through that
Yeah.
town.
There was another one.
from-
Oh, maybe it was in the woods down here. That random one we defended that one time. But I guess that's not the same town, right? Or is it?
You mean like the one that you fought like a troll and a hill giant or
Yeah.
something?
Is that Orphan?
Yeah, that. No, that was just a little hamlet somewhere around here.
Okay. Because
The Orflow is where you guys went a couple times. At one point, there was like a black market kind of deal.
right. Okay.
There's another time where business was totally shut down because of things that had gone on recently. And
Got
so only like a couple people went in. So this would be the third time you guys have been there. None of it was ever never too long. Anyway.
So now we have Cinder with us.
Mhm.
I guess we're taking Keon with us too. We're gathering up the squad for the eventual raid on Fort Mulcherite. I guess we take her with us.
She's willing to go with you if that's what you want to do.
We have one more, and the plan was to grab Arantis, who's, I believe, in the psychiatric ward in the Lockraven Woods.
Yeah, he's hanging
Yep.
with my uncle, who also needs brain healing.
Right. So I guess we take Keon with us to the Silver Steel mines.
Okay. Alrighty. So you pack up your gear.
Oh,
and,
hey, can we maybe send a message to Gregor being like, hey, we're taking the girl. Like, she just didn't, like, never come back, just in case he worries. He probably
would you
won't,
like me
but
to do
just in
ascending?
case. I mean, unless you want me to, like, run a mile that way and be
I
like,
do.
hey, we're taking her,
I want to save
bye.
the spell slot. Please run a mile that way.
All right, guys, I just dug a grave and had a pretty emotional day, but I'll be right back.
Where's Twig when you need him? All right.
all right. So yeah, you send over
Yeah, I'm just
a
gonna mark that off.
message, and he'll just be like, "Okay, stay safe." All right. So this will take you until nightfall, but eventually you're able to trek through the woods, and you did not see all the time through the woods. You did not see any sign of Luke. That whole time he wasn't like prowling and snooping or anything. Seems like he's respectfully keeping his distance, or he's dead. Whatever. Well, no, you spoke to him recently via sending, so
Yeah,
Probably
he was
just
like, it's been a week, but I'm not a part of the family anymore. And it was like, all right.
yeah, it's like, what do you want me to do? Just like hang around the house, like a couple trees over? Like, I don't know where you want me to go. He's probably back at his cave. He's got his own cave.
Probably.
Man cave.
We're not,
Quite literally.
like, whatever they had going on, the mental capacity to fret and worry and, like, I gotta check up on him, like, it's not there right now.
Yeah. So, Yeah, you get into Orflow, and basically, yeah, up the river goes into the mountain a little bit, and there is a once again bustling marketplace going on with. It looks like economic activity has picked up quite a bit since your peace talks, and people can resume, and they aren't just like in hiding of orcs getting ready to kill them at any moment. So you see lots of shipments coming in. You see boxes getting loaded up onto ships that are going to head down the river towards Riverbed or elsewhere. And I guess that's about it for now. Is there anything that you guys want to do while you're in the town? I will say that during this time, a mysterious elven figure comes forward to Hunter's character and whispers something over to him, and Hunter says like, "Oh, hey guys, I gotta go real quick. I'll meet up with you guys, okay?"
Do we know about his pure elf blood sword thing? Has he told us the details of that?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I thought.
We've seen him talk to it multiple times.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know what is going on because he refuses to tell us.
But we just
He does talk to a sword, though.
Okay, and we just probably assume it has something to do with that.
Or the resistance.
Yeah.
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 I don't know why my brain went to the other thing, but
Racism.
So Hunter kind of takes off on a little side mission for a while. And any amount of like, "Hey, wait, Hunter, what are you doing?" He's so mobile. Next thing you know, he's gone.
Did anyone notice that Hunter sounded different then?
Can we really be sure it was Hunter?
I don't know.
Well,
Body snatchers.
I will say that Keone has grabbed her pack that she can like fit her tentacles into, so she doesn't look super out of place.
Good idea, baby girl. It was a good idea.
And her suit has that ability. I don't know if you remember that. It's kind of like a nanotech, kind of like super futuristic thing, or just can kind of like go up into a cube. So she's put that cube in the bag as well. So she's dressed fairly normally. Blends in pretty well. Going into the shopping area, you will see a sign for a flash iron pan shop.
I'd like to assume my final form, the Mark 7 Karen model, as I go and speak to the manager.
Happened a lot last episode too. It's weird.
You go in there, you see a guy at the front desk, and he's young and a bit pimply. Just like, "Hey, how can I help you?"
Yes, hello, good day. I would like to speak to the owner of this establishment, please.
"Oh, well, you're in luck. He just happens to be here. Hold on, I'm gonna go get him out back." And he's gonna head towards the back of the shop.
All right, guys.
Should we approach this carefully? We still don't know if he actually sent the things for us.
We don't know, but he is our prime suspect. But we should all assume that whatever he's going to tell us is going to be a lie.
Can we?
But no, I'm not saying we just, murk him here. I want to know what his deal was.
Is
He
there any
enters
way...
the room, and it's just like roll for initiative.
Did you
Is there
put your
any
name in a goblet of fire, Harry?
He said calmly.
Is there any way we can get the truth out of him? Any spells or anything like that?
Audra, can you do...
I can do his own truth, but he'll know, is the thing. Well, yes, but he'll know that we've used magic on him.
We can simply explain that we need to know for sure, or perhaps test and make sure that he wasn't mind controlled.
I mean,
And as you're saying all that, eventually he comes walking out. Andra, hey, here you are, finally! You're ready to talk some business and got some sense into you.
Oh, we already have business, actually. We have unfinished business. Thank you very much.
Oh, really? Please, do tell.
Yes. Did you try and have us killed?
What?
Not the other times with the robot, the spider things. Or more recent time with boats.
No.
Andra,
He's
hit him.
already tried to
I-
kill you before.
I wouldn't use
fancy
the phrase
myself a-
Audra hit him because it's not going to be a spell.
I fancy
With the
myself
spell.
fancy myself a somewhat smart man, and I am smart enough to know not to cross you guys, not anymore. No, no. That is a fool's errand. I simply want to, make good money.
Are you willing to prove to us that that's a true statement? Actually, first I'm going to roll an insight, and then that. 22.
Oh.
Insight. It seems like he's being truthful technically, but also still hiding something. Something that you said seemed to make his eye widen a little bit.
Flash, I
The
know
boat?
you've said true statements just now, but you're hiding something else. And you can't hide it from me.
You know I've said true statements. Well, there you go. What more do you want to know?
Because, for example, a true statement could be, there's a sword in my sheath right now. But I'm not telling you I'd like to use said sword to stab you. There's other
Okay.
things you left unsaid.
Okay. Well, what more do you want to know?
She'll gesture to Anwar since, they're the nemesis.
Anwar's going to cast Minor Illusion to... I don't think we got... I don't think Anwar looted any of this stuff, because I think we flipped it over and then we sunk it to the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah, you just.
I don't even think there was any scraps to get.
I don't think so.
Rain saw to that.
No, but
so-
I do remember Anwar flew over and investigated one, so he has a pretty good idea of what they look like in their.
Yeah. Anwar's gonna use Minor Illusion to, from the best of his memory, recreate what the ships look like. This look familiar to you?
Yes, it's familiar. I made them. But if you're talking about those boats trying to kill you, that wasn't me.
Something more than auto.
I mean, you made them, and they tried to kill us. I feel like, roundabout way, you made them to try and kill us.
Why would I do such a thing?
Because you've tried to kill us before.
Yeah, and failed, and you're very dangerous people. I would not want to dare risk doing that again. No, I make weapons for money. I'm trying to get you to make weapons for money.
And the weapons were being used on me. Do you see why I'm mad here, Flash?
I can understand, but we can figure this out. I sold them for money.
He makes a point, gentlemen.
To
I
who?
wanna try and kind of get to him a little bit. So Anwar's be like, ah, and he's gonna knock over one of the displays.
But that was unnecessary.
You need to tell me what you know, Flash.
Listen, if I tell you, you promise it will not come back to me. I didn't give you this information. You found out other ways with magics or whatnot.
Sure. Depending
Don't
on your answer.
let it get
Yeah.
out to anyone that I'm ratting out who I do business to, because confidentiality is an important thing, and I would only give it up if, 5 terrifying people were around to kill me.
Well, they're currently trying to kill us, so I don't know how much longer they're going to be buying stuff from people. Given our track record.
Okay. Again, I tell you this, do not share with anyone that I'm the one who told you. It was the human bastard.
Hmm.
The one who... The one who almost won the election. The riverbed election, that one. The bastard one who claimed his son was chief long ago, kind of thing.
The guy who ran against Paul? Caleb?
Yes, that's the
Yep.
one.
Can we insight that?
Go for it. Igor the bastard. That's the one.
19 inside that time. If he's telling the truth.
Yeah, he seems like he's telling the truth on this.
He's the only one you sold these battle boats to?
He's been one of the advisors who has been most strongly pushing for stronger defenses. So I thought nothing of it.
And he decided to use them against us. The strongest defense.
Listen, you have to take that up with him. I had nothing
Also
to
a
do with it.
supply ship.
How exactly do you conduct business? Is it like a monthly, or like does he come here and pick them up and inspect them himself?
The last time, yes, he came here personally.
When was that?
Oh gosh, 2 or 3 weeks ago now.
Is he coming back soon? Anytime?
I
I mean, he's out of battle boats, or at least how many we blow up? Like 3 or 4 of them.
have not heard from him in a while. We didn't have a scheduled time for him to come back. I assumed when he needed something, he would come back.
Do you have something that he left here, a gift, a token of his?
The money he gave me?
Anything? Did he sign any paperwork? I'm assuming these were expensive, weren't they?
Yes, but he paid in coin.
No receipt, no proof, just under the table purchased
Come to think-
weapons.
Come to think of it, I believe he made a point to not sign anything. I frankly did not question it. He was giving me money.
His name's the Bastard.
Well, everybody's got a reputation. And he's
His
literally
reputation
is
is he's a
bastard.
bastard.
He's a... What, I should not do money with bastards? I lose half my clients.
I mean, not ones that call themselves bastards.
It is.
I
a
don't
strange
think
thing
he's
to
the one who
embrace.
gave himself the name. I think other people just started calling him the bastard.
Well, he's going to be called the dead guy soon. Because he keeps trying to kill us.
Right, like one
Again,
time
I
it's
would
like
really
shame on
prefer
us, and
you
then
not
next
let
time.
anyone know that you got that information from me. I still hope
Sure.
we could do business together one day. This is the most we've ever cooperated.
Because I came here because your stuff tried to, again, murder me. This is the
Listen.
second time this has happened.
If
Did
I
pretty
make
well,
a
actually. It
sword and
almost
then someone
sank a
else uses that sword to try to kill you, you're gonna blame me? How often do you go blaming the swordsmith?
The sword doesn't shoot across the water and then shoot our boat.
Well, thank
chase
you.
us
Yes,
down.
You acknowledge my weapons are far better.
Audra like turns and looks at her floating spirit sword. No, I guess they normally don't do that.
He's in Stem Garden, right? Or Riverbed now?
Mm-hmm.
That is where I believe so, yes.
He could have had those
behind
things
us.
chilling in port, and then he was like, later, loser, like as soon as we left.
So maybe he did. But that also means that if he was willing to assassinate us, there are likely others on that list. And very likely Caleb is also on that list.
But Caleb has a Glock.
Have a gun.
That is true. He does have power of gun.
What? How many of these did you sell?
4 or 6? The DM is trying to
Six.
remember how many.
There was
I mean,
4 that we
four
killed.
attacked us.
4. I made
Okay.
4.
I don't trust him, guys.
I have more in production if you would like to buy some.
No.
Did you
With
sell
the
anything?
Empire being a common enemy now, aquatic warfare is of the utmost importance. These were merely prototypes. We can make much better.
So why don't you sell to the Resistance?
Yes, the resistance.
I mean, we have learned that the Resistance isn't exactly super friendly with one another.
You are all resistance. Well, I guess we are all resistance now.
Then you'll be providing them for free. Against the common enemy.
Let's not get
So you're not part of the Resistance.
This is why I never work with him.
It's funny. But no, not free.
Are you working on land stuff? Should I be worried about a tank rolling over our camp next
Oh my
weekend?
God.
I could make one if
Don't.
you want one.
No! We don't want one running up. Unless
Okay,
we
then.
want one roll.
I was gonna say, Audra's like
Right?
biting her tongue, like, I don't know what might be kind of cool, but I don't want to work with this guy.
Just a tank.
Yeah, I don't want to work with this guy.
That's why I didn't want to make weapons for people, because you don't know how they'll be used. And they could come back to bite you later for it. Or me, specifically. Again, with your stuff. How many other weapons, like, of that have you been selling?
Oh, with the big cannon thing?
Yes.
Quite a number. 3 dozen maybe?
We're gonna need to see every single one of those sales ledgers.
Well,
So you
I
think-
haven't sold any else to him, but I am getting ready for... There's a big battle heading down south. So I am doing my part. In providing the best weapons that money can buy.
Have you made flying ones yet?
No, but that's a good idea.
Ideas.
Yeah, if you could get the right lift, and then actually I just...
Rain
worked
is
on
just
this-
gonna elbow on
Use
one.
use an air elemental, maybe?
No, never mind. Sorry.
The
sorry.
things we could do together on war.
I'll never join you. I'll never join the side of capitalism.
Well, fine then. We have any more business together, Anwar? Or will we depart disappointed yet again?
I am looking for something in particular. We are, as you are aware, preparing for a large battle, and I am looking for the best materials for my suit. And I was told you can find the best things here. Not here, I mean like in this city. Your stuff's, I guess.
What specifically are you looking for?
We're going to be infiltrating a very heavily fortified and dangerous place. And any advantage that I can use, I would appreciate. I know there is a material, very light, very strong, and when used as an armor component, it can be very silent. Do you know of where I can find mithril?
Mithril. You know, they say that there is mithril in deep part of the mines, but you'll never get there.
We've already gone pretty far into those mines, buddy.
Well, not this far. It gets... There's a certain place where they stop mining because the mines start to get a bit weird when you go too far in.
Soul Forge, right? We've been there.
Soul Forge. I think that's one of the names for it, I believe. But I don't know exactly.
Weird how?
Weird. Well, like, tremors, earthquakes, ghosts, monsters, all sorts of differences in the way that the earth works. So there's a certain point that we do not mind, but it is said that many a valuable metal ore can be found in there, including mithril.
Well, Anwar, suppose if you want that armor, we know where to look.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm coming back from this trip. And I feel like before I go, I want to at least make my armor as complete as it's going to be. And I have a strong feeling that mithril will help me achieve that.
Well, good luck. If anybody were to get in and out of there, I think it would be you.
I'd like to insight to see if he's bearing the lead again.
Sure.
I'll throw a flash of genius on there and make it an 18.
Okay. He like using your armor to like zoom in on little eye and face movements.
Yep.
So it seems like he's just kind of brushing aside a whole bunch of lore of potential dangers that he could go into more detail if he wanted to.
I will... I am going to pull out... 1 platinum is 100 gold, correct? Or 10 gold?
1 platinum is 10 gold.
I will pull out 1 of my platinum.
Okay.
Let's make it 3 platinum. And I'll put it down on the table. What are you not telling me, Flash?
There's a specific legend, and it's just a legend, that people who were mining, searching for such valuable and magical metals, one day a dwarf was mining his way through, going too far south, venturing to go further than was recommended, and the cave, the mine collapsed on him. And ever since, people claim that they feel a presence, and they feel particularly high amount of tremors in the area, and they feel like the area is haunted by this person who was abandoned and caved in, and that his ghost remains and haunts the mines. But such things are foolish. We have never seen any ghosts in real life. It's just legend, just stories.
We literally went to a place where everyone was ghosts, that their souls were trapped for all eternity, and we had to fight a demigod so that they would all go home.
Well, shit, then maybe it's true.
I don't suppose you got anything here for dealing with ghosts, do you, Flash?
No. I have nothing for dealing with imaginary creatures that apparently are not imaginary, but so you say.
I'm surprised. I figured you would be selling stuff for imaginary things.
No, I am all about the practical. I like repeat customers.
Alright. Well, guys, this clearly sounds very dangerous. And if people like Flash aren't risking it to go in there, Which, if you don't believe in ghosts, why aren't you going in there?
Oh, there's definitely stuff that goes on. It's very wonky and stuff. I honestly think it's more like some kind of radiation with the rocks and doing something, animating them a bit. I think it's more like earth elemental kind of stuff than ghost. But maybe it's both. I don't know.
And
Either
you're
way, there are
scared.
clearly a lot of seismic activity, lots of cave-ins, and even my spiders, they'll just get crushed. It is a
Well, they're
bad
not that hot to
investment.
crush.
Well, then I'll
Zing.
make them stronger next time.
I think we're missing the point.
Stop it,
here.
Rain. You're making him worse.
Well, I think we're missing the point here, and that's that Flash Iron Pan is scared of a mine. He has no reaction to that.
I'm sorry, I was typing to Andrew what just happened. Say again. I didn't realize you were talking to me.
Oh, Audra was calling him out, saying the point here is that this guy is afraid of a mine.
Fine, you go in there, get crushed.
We will.
Rocks fall,
and we
rocks
won't.
fall, you die, you'll see.
I think we will, and I know we won't.
All right.
Alrighty
Well.
then.
I guess thanks for letting us know. But could you not sell stuff to people that hate us in the future?
I did not know that he hated you. Frankly, I think a lot of people hate you.
That's not true.
I would hate you, but I'm a bigger man now.
That's kind of true.
I think you'd still do kind of hate me, but you also want to work with me.
Hate would not be in my best interest, so I am choosing to admire you and respect you and what you are capable of, and I hope that one day we can work together.
It's choosing
Well.
the money option.
If I can go for a couple months without one of your gadgets trying to kill me, maybe we can talk.
I'll say that is a yes.
It's not a yes.
Well, good seeing you all.
Thanks.
Come again anytime. And he's gonna go back into the back of the shop.
Well, I know this sounds risky and dangerous, but my punch card says it's my turn for an adventure. So, how do you guys feel about going into the Earth?
Well, you've been wanting new armor, and I've been wanting to make it for you. Makes all the sense in the world to me.
Mithril is a very powerful and very adaptable source, and I've just had a feeling for a very long time it would be perfect for my armor, for the amount of enchantments and magic that runs through it. That it would be like operating a new suit. And
Then
before we go on another suicide mission, I'd really like to know if my theories are true.
what are we waiting for?
Is everyone on board?
Let's go.
And we go.
Okay. So you guys make your way kind of from the ore flow area up through into the mines a bit, and you get to the city of Silver Steel. And
I remember this place.
yeah. So this is where the Silverbeards live. You guys had to run all around. There's a good locksmithing company that you might know some people from at this point. And this is also kind of how you would eventually work your way over to getting towards the mines.
Could we get any relevant tools? Picks, shovels, things like that?
Yeah, you guys could go shopping for that in Orflow, absolutely.
We also have the most powerful item, the chisel, which has superior sculpting. I'm guessing that'll help get through some areas of rock.
We also, I think, didn't we all? I know I have one in my inventory, but didn't we all buy climbers kits when we were before we went up the ice mountain?
I think so.
I feel like yes.
Yeah, I have a climber's kit.
So that's something if we need it for the spelunking. I mean, we should still
Do
get
those-
like pickaxes and
Do
stuff.
those have picks in there?
They probably have like hand. I think they have hand picks and pythons,
Yeah.
They do have
that makes sense.
pythons.
boot tips, gloves, a harness.
But we could get some picks and small stuff like that.
Okay.
More specialized gear.
So it's all coming back to me now. So from Orflow, yeah, you go to this spot where there's these like elevator things that could move in all sorts of different directions that kind of take you on a rail up to this other place. Getting to a mine, I mean, these are all like either privately owned or owned by the Silverbeards or whatever. So what's your plan on getting into a mine?
I mean, are they the
Are they
forbidden haunted areas also owned by someone?
Generally, yeah, because like the mines like have certain entrances, and then those entrances are privately owned or whatever. But then like they go down all sorts of different avenues, and it's like at some point it's like don't go any further. But the entrances are still like there's not just like oh look abandoned mine we can go down there.
If we know, I mean, not personally, but if we can, get to know one of the groups that owns one, I feel like, hey, we want some mithril land, we'll get some for you too while we're in there is a pretty fair deal. Especially if they're not going in themselves.
I do have something that might sweeten the deal.
Okay.
Anwar's background.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Friend of the stout folk. Respect to the stout folk. As well as respected as clan crafters are among outsiders, no one esteems them quite as highly as dwarves do. You always have free room and board in any place where shield dwarves or gold dwarves dwell, and the individuals in such element vie among themselves to determine what they can offer you, and possibly your compatriots, the finest accommodations and assistance.
You have
And I
to
would
be
like
my
to use-
friend. It's what the rules say.
Yeah, I remember instead of shield dwarves, we replaced them with was it the Iron Prides or
It's whatever Bjorn belonged to or used to belong to.
Yeah, I think it was Iron Pride. Which now sounds like a biker gang to me, but at the time I was like, oh yeah, that sounds like a dwarven name.
That's fine.
Anyway, so I think last time we determined that there weren't any of them there, but they had like some kind of distant cousin kind of thing. So why don't you give just a general charisma, like persuasion check with advantage? See if you can like find somebody and see if they're willing to help you out.
I will tack on a... Can I do a flash of genius with this?
Oh wait, actually, wasn't that the locksmith? That was why. That was your connection the last time.
Was that my I know a guy?
Yeah, that was your I know a guy with the Iron Prize, I believe. Wasn't that the locksmiths, and that's why you
Sure.
went to them?
I
Are those the same locksmiths that like got Hunter captured, and then Hunter was like, "Your locks are shit"?
Yep, it's.
Are we thinking of the same guy?
It's
Okay.
a good thing that Hunter isn't here.
Sorry, I was trying to remember like exactly who.
Yeah, I think it was like the Iron Pride locksmith. So we'll go with that again. So yeah, you you go to them, and they greet you, and they're like, "Oh, last time was a little rough, my friend."
Well, our friend is on a secret mission right now. So it's just us this time.
Alrighty, well, as long as he's not along, that's fine, I guess. Yeah, we'll set you up with a good business partner. He's the one who supplies all of the ore for the locks that we make.
We're looking to get into those dangerous mines, forbidden ones.
Ooh, be very careful. Cave-ins become very, very likely in the kind of area.
Well, it's funny. We actually just tunneled our way out of another mountain like a week ago. So we have a little more experience than we did last time.
Okay, don't say I didn't warn you. So eventually you'll get in touch with their business people. All of this is probably going to take the course of, you guys got in late at night. You're probably going to need to, you get free lodgings according to this, so they'll let you stay the night with them. Then the following morning they'll put you in touch with their business partner. And, yeah, so they'll make some kind of a deal. So yeah, let's get that charisma persuasion check to see how they do as far as like terms. Because yeah, I think something along the lines of what Tony was talking about. Like, we'll go in there if you let us go in there. If we get any mithril, we'll cut you in.
Could I put a flash of genius on this?
Sure.
God damn.
That's pretty sweet.
27.
27. All right. Yeah,
You
they
missed.
they allow you to go in and say like, all right. You're doing a lot of the dangerous work. If you get rewards, we want only 10%. Because you're doing most of the work. It's just ours.
Audra, I'm assuming, would know the exact amount she would need, at least for the armor, give or take. So, like, I mean, to her, she'll say, like, you know, she'll relate to Anwar, like, based on how I figure we're going to have to get this material and how much.
But these are the terms for just one day. After that, you can't just have eternal claim to my mines.
What if we don't find it in one day?
Well, that's okay. I'm just saying you can't just keep on coming back as much as you want.
Why don't we just call it one successful expedition?
There you go. That's fine.
Okay. That's fair.
Okay. And with that, you guys can go off and begin to quest through the mines. I think that's going to be a decent place for an early bio break.
Works for me.
And then
Are we saying we're taking a long rest before then?
Yeah, I imagine everybody's taking a long rest
All right.
during the.
Well, we'll take a long rest while the stream takes a short rest.
All right.
BRB. coming back in. Yeah, I think that's enough Lolita talk. Let's cool
I
it,
had
guys.
ice cream. I don't need to eat the cake.
Okay.
Okay.
That's an amazing non sequitur to come back on. So
Garrett
I
keeps
love
trying to, like, he's always like, have ice cream. Like, have some cake. Like,
What a-
dessert. Just very dessert forward. The menace.
it. What a key.
But
The
we
reason
had-
he wants you
Absolute
to have
Cooper.
cake is because he wants to have a piece of dessert.
I mean,
Exactly.
maybe. But the
Have
kid
this so I don't feel as
graduated,
guilty.
and I got him
Mhm.
a cake, and the cake stayed here, and I was like, I'm throwing it away. But also, I absolutely just, like, took a couple spoonfuls of
Hey,
it. so I-
big congrats to the kiddo though. Class of
Yeah, we're-
2023. Way to go.
Yeah. The
Woo!
babies are growing up. I'm not gonna eat the fucking cake. It's your turn.
So, are we live?
Yes, sir.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, we
Alrighty,
came in on
so-
cake.
Cutting forward in time a little bit, you guys venture down one of the mines, and you're able to get towards a spot where there's like all sorts of danger signs, like do not go past this point. And you are able to go a little ways in, and then you see that the whole shaft has kind of collapsed and it's a dead end. And let me see if I can get a good image for you guys to be on during that time. I don't know if I have one. So I will just refer back to another time you guys did some drilling, and we can doodle as needed.
Oh, I love this so much. And Dovakin
Now
is
we
playing
drill
right
for the
now
other
in the music
side.
too, so it's perfect. When you drill through the ice, Dovakin, that dragon's nice.
It's around this time that you reach the dead end that you see Cinder pull out from underneath his trench coat a big frickin' like steampunk assault rifle looking thing. And he just kind of looks at it, fiddles with something. It's like, hey, so I'm kind of working on this thing. I haven't I haven't field tested all of them, but I could use Shatter with this, and it's pretty dang powerful. My only concern is that I'm worried about spending spell slots, of which I don't have that many.
Tell me about it.
If we come up against anything.
Miss Chimera,
how we want to do this?
you were able to summon someone that helped us burrow last time, did you not?
I think I kind of did, yeah. Let me see, because there was a specific thing that said that they couldn't go through, like, already, like, created, like, rock stuff, I think.
Oh, they can't go through solid rock. They can go through like soil or sand or ice.
I thought it
or
was
anything.
like through like actual like made walls. Like they could go through like rough and not like processed, or am I crazy?
I just kind of homebrewed for you guys that it can go through solid rock a bit, but not at like a burrow speed
Gotcha.
of like 40 a turn or whatever. But it can help. It can help burrow, especially if it's rock that it's like caved in to a degree. You might be able to help flush it out a bit.
Stand by.
Think-
So we're like making a new entrance into the mine? We're not actually just going into the mine?
No, you're going into a mine and you're surrounded. It's fairly big. You've got at least like 12-foot clearance, I'd say, and big enough that you can probably, we'll say like 30 feet wide. So it's fairly big. And then you have kind of like these offshoots, and you've reached an area where it's like completely dead end, like do not go past this point. You guys can go down that way further another maybe 100 feet, and then you see that particular tunnel path has completely caved in. So you can either continue along the path that is caved in or forge a new path or something. But part of the reason why it's like danger, don't go beyond this point, is because the caves collapse in on themselves.
So, with that, what we can do is, if you can summon that thing to help us burrow, we also have our bone picks and shovels and things of that nature. If we're afraid, we do have spells like booming blade, thunder wave, shatter, that all do thunder damage that can go through earth quite well and clear ways. So those are the options I feel like we have. We also have just like our own regular strength. We do have a, though I don't think we should use it, a oil of etherealness if we wanted to look ahead to see what's there. But I feel like we should keep that for the mission to Fort Multra. We have potion of growth. Audra can grow stronger. So we have a lot of big, strong people that can start tearing their way through this wall, this cave in. Does it look like there's more on the other side, or is it just like straight into the earth here?
Hard to say till you go to the other, till you start clearing stuff out.
Okay. And yeah, I feel like. Sorry, go ahead.
I have levitate, but that's only for one object, unfortunately.
Maybe. Well, it was a maximum of 500 pounds.
Yeah, so it's like one boulder.
Might be helpful.
You do not have Ultra Hand, Rain. Nice try.
I know, I wish, right?
Remora has.
All right.
Uh,
So, Kamira, do you summon the same thing that you did before? Or do you do something
I
else?
think we summoned the Remora.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, sure, why not?
Okay.
I can ritual find familiar for an hour and like send in like a snake or something
A mole?
if ritual will let it.
Yeah.
I mean, this feels like the
young Remoras.
time to, yeah, if we can summon something to do some scouting ahead, we can focus on where to use our resources to blast through things. Though I think with a potion of growth, Big Audra, a young Remora, and the chisel, we can make a lot of damage here.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna be in the same, like you just said, same boat as last time. Just for Audra, Big Audra, just lifting stuff.
Okay. And I'm gonna I need 10 gold worth of stuff to cast it.
Keone is kind of fiddling with her hands, and her tentacles are trying to kind of wrap around some things. At this point, when she goes deep in the mine, she takes off her pack and puts on her super suit, and her tentacles are kind of free reign at this point. But she seems like she's kind of off and frustrated. She even kind of like flicks her hand towards a wall and nothing seems to happen. She's just kind of like shaking her head a little bit.
As after summoning the little beastie and being like, go there, dig. Good job. I'll just kind of make my way over to her and are you okay?
I mean, yeah, I feel fine. It's just, I don't know. There are things that I remember being able to do, and now I can't quite do them. Like, magic stuff I can do, and she like whoosh, does like a quick like firebolt against a rock, which seems to have very little effect to it. Just kind of dissipates instantly. Magic I seem to still be able to do, but my tentacles are having a harder time grasping things. I can pick up a pick just fine, but like she tries wailing it, and it's like it doesn't seem very precise or proficient. I had better control with these before. And I had like these like mental psionic abilities that I had like telekinesis. I could move stuff, and I can't do that anymore. I'm still trying to figure out what I can do.
It might take a little time to iron out the kinks, but there's some things that might genuinely be lost. Just given the nature of what happened.
Well, losing some of the squid side, I'm not terribly upset about that. I'm just kind of frustrated right now.
Once you master it, it gets taken away.
Yeah, I was good at it. I feel
I'm
like,
sorry.
one step forward, two steps back.
You're a strong girl. You'll get it.
Okay.
Just don't trouble yourself too much with it, though. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure. So while you're going through doing all of those things, it seems like your plan is working pretty well. You're able to use kind of a mole, little creature to kind of go forward between like kind of going between different rocks and stuff as needed. The young Ramoras is able to kind of clear some debris out of the way, and then also every once in a while, you guys are doing your picks and stuff, and finally you're getting a bit in, and Cinder's gonna say, "You ready for me to give a big blast?" I feel like I could spare one.
I feel like this is if we're gonna do it, this is the safest place to do it. Let's everyone stand back and just be ready to bolt, if that's the case, and we'll be ready to pull you out too.
We've seen what Anwar can do, so let's see what happens here.
Okay. Stand back, everybody. And pulls the trigger, and then there's just a big like boom shatter that happens and like breaks apart a huge chunk of wall, and then you hear like a very earthy roar come back from that. Rocks begin to fall behind you guys, blocking yourselves into this place, and then also you see all of like the shattered rock that came from that shatter just begins to start to coalesce and form, and then you see an entire wall of area kind of move over, revealing a big pit area. And as you look inside, you see a big freaking ginormous earth elemental begin to form in this cavity in the rock. And I need to put the young Remoras in here, but this
Oh my
is
god.
what you got. So you're currently
Oh.
caved in behind you guys, kind of your pocket here, and then this is what you're up against. I'm gonna need an initiative, please.
Who says I'm going in that room, though?
All
What if we just don't?
right.
Sorry, Anwar. No myth roll.
Ember, it's been fun.
Oh shit! I didn't.
Ooh,
Well,
all right.
Hey!
I didn't click Rain's token, but yeah,
All right. Well, Rain's ready for a fight. Jeez.
I'm gonna use it for mage armor.
As you should.
Anybody got some battle music going in there?
Yeah. Ryan just dropped some.
I'll go ahead and throw on my ambush just in case to make it a 25.
Prevent premature age.
So cone of cold, everyone. Cone of cold. Is that what I'm doing?
I think now's the
Kill
time
it.
for your level 9 spell. Just kidding.
Body slam it.
All right, apparently
Rain
the
does
dog-
have a pretty good. You know what? Can Rain body slam this thing? No.
Sounds like the dogs were down for the body slamming plan. Jeez, that was.
Got the dog in him.
Okay.
Sydney, do you have the stats of a young Remores?
I do. I have him right here.
Is it large or huge?
He is a large boy.
Okay. You can place yourselves however you feel like you would have been. I think Cinder had everybody stand back, and Cinder was kind of out in front.
I see Kamira running to the back of the back.
Where are you going?
I don't know.
How much
I don't
HP?
want to play.
How much HP does it have?
It has. Oh shit! It's got 93.
There's
Alright.
93 blood?
It has so many blood.
That's
Good
double
year.
Rain.
11d10 plus 33. Just kidding. I'd be
Can
up
you
here.
read me the rules on that spell that it does? I can't remember if it goes on your turn or if it is its own creature.
Oh, for the God, what is it? The Planner Ally? No,
no, it's
the other
not.
one. Hold
It's
on.
the Conjure
Fae.
Fae, I think. It's a reworked version of Conjure Fae.
Friendly
Conjure...
to you and your companions for the duration. Roll initiative for the creature, which has its own turns. It obeys verbal commands as long as they don't violate its alignment. You don't have to issue any commands to the Fey creature. It defends itself from hostile creatures, but otherwise takes no actions. If your concentration is broken, the Fey creature doesn't disappear. Instead, you lose control of the Fey creature.
What the fuck?
To be fair, that doesn't mean it turns on us. That means it panics at the giant thing.
My-
Yeah.
But I like the idea that not only are the dice rolls at risk here, Sid might have brought ads to the fight.
My con save is +9, though. We should be fine. I didn't roll
Why would you
two
say
ones.
that?
I didn't roll 2 ones in my pregame rolls or anything, or roll a 70 in one of them either. So that's. I lied. I did both of those things. Surprise.
Alright, so Rain got a... Anwar got a 20.
25, please.
An uncontrolled Fey creature cannot be dismissed by you, but it disappears 1 hour after you summon it. Maybe I should just use the echo for a minute.
Hey, calm down. Let's see. Rain, why did you do an athletics?
Oh, it's just for shits and giggles.
I got it. I still need the young Remores.
Oh. Yeah, sorry.
It's all good.
Dex +1. Wow.
This might be the biggest thing you guys have fought.
Wow.
So, is it bigger than the tree? Not.
Oh, way bigger.
Okay.
The tree was like huge, maybe one bigger.
But what about the other tree? The what is it called? The Soul Devourer in the Fey Forest.
Oh, that's still way smaller than this.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, by quite a large margin. Maybe the genie's the biggest thing you fought next to
That was
this.
pretty big.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure this is the biggest though. Alrighty, so we've got you guys. Now I just need it. Okay. Good thing for you. You all rolled well, and all of you rolled better than it. Now I just need to roll for Keone and Cinder. Oh, Cinder. Well, Cinder did just use his move to cast Shatter, so. Cinder may have shit a brick. Like, oh, this is not what I wanted. This is the last thing I wanted. All of Anwar's fear starts flowing through him.
Oh, my son, be afraid.
And then Keone, her dex. Oh, she has advantage on initiative. Aw, Keone and Chimera have the same initiative. I'll let you
Is that
decide who
just-
goes first. Actually, we'll just have
I'd
her
like
go.
her to go home.
Oh wait, Chimera, since you're probably also controlling the beast, I'll put Keone in between you two. That way you've got some time.
That'd be helpful. Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be great.
All right, so this just happened. Anwar, what do you do?
So, question: is this so? Is it the torso? Are we on the same ground as it? Where, or is there
That's
like
a-
a huge open area that it's standing up in?
Yeah, that's a good question. Let me see if I can draw out. This won't be the best, but
Like, are we worried it's going to step on us?
Oh,
I'd
please.
say this whole area is a decline of about 20 feet. Let's see if I can draw. Come on.
Also, can it reach us from where it is?
It could stick an arm through,
Okay.
potentially. Why is it not letting me? Oh my god. What's happening?
Oh,
It's
I
not
should've
letting
gone
me
with-
type.
I know what I should do.
That's- There we go.
I know what this is making me think of. Terrible.
So, anyways, there's a steep drop
Making
off
sense.
there, and then this is like a big pit here. So it's partially lower than you and up above you. The whole thing itself is like 75 feet, and the thing is taking up nearly the entire pit, as it's just kind of like brought in a bunch of rocks together and kind of solidified in the center. But it's almost like this thing was the pit, and then it just kind of crunched in. So with that, is there anything else I can explain to you, Anwar, before your move?
So, like, if I go here, do I drop down to where its feet are? Is this a
Yeah.
ledge up here?
Yeah. So it's a steep decline of 25 feet, but then once you're in this area, you're at feet level where it could potentially stomp.
Okay.
Or slam down on you with a fist or whatever.
But if I stay here, when this little area, it can reach in and punch me?
Theoretically, yeah. I mean, it seems to be made of stone, so it could potentially move stone. Like, you don't know fully what it can do.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna try and buy us some time. Let's go 3rd level, hypnotic pattern, right in its face.
Okay.
DC 17 wisdom saving throw.
Okay. It passes.
Ooh. Okay. By a lot?
I'm not telling you. It
Fine.
passes.
Fine. Unless someone wants to silvery barbs that.
Sure.
Are you in range to Silvery Barbs it?
Does it? Oh, let's see. What has to be in range? Is it him or?
It's the one making the save that you're making at disadvantage.
Yeah. Let's see. I don't actually know. Yes, just barely.
Okay.
I'm literally 60 feet from it.
It is a big boy.
All right, rolling again. That was cocked right between a 2 and a 20. So let's try that again. Okay. This. Okay. It kind of winces up at this thing and like kind of blinks a couple times, and like there's rocks that kind of fall into its eye sockets, out of its eye sockets, and then like a new set of eyes come in. And it seems unaffected.
It has legendary resistances.
Well, one's gone.
Oh, good.
All right. I don't like how close we all are to each other. So I'm going to spread out.
And I would say that this is not quite, instead of difficult terrain where it's harder to move through, I would say if you want to move carefully, it's difficult terrain. Otherwise, you could try to like slide down, but I'll need a dex save to make sure you don't like fall prone, as there's a lot of like loose rocks and stuff.
I'll go ahead and kick on the jet boots and just fly over here then.
Alrighty. You do so.
Like, please don't leave me here. And
Alrighty.
I'll be here.
Next up is Rain.
Oh, good. I don't even know what I can do against this thing. I guess I'm gonna try and take out its ability to hit us in this turn.
Okay.
Let's use the Psychic Lance spell. Because why not?
It's a pretty good move.
I don't... okay, there we go. So I need a DC 17 intelligence save. And if it fails this, it takes 30 psychic damage and is incapacitated until the start of my next turn. If it succeeds, then it only takes half damage and is not incapacitated.
Okay. What is it again?
DC 17 intelligence save.
It fails. Well, I don't want to say fails. It's essentially going to burn another legendary. I kind of gave that up. But hey, you've already gone through 2, so that's good.
That's true. It still does take 15 psychic damage at least.
Okay. That.
And then Rain's gonna hide around the corner like a little bitch, because why would you do anything else? Actually, am I in range to do... what's the range on this? Yes, okay. I'm gonna try and extract name from it. So bonus action extract name. I need a wisdom saving throw, DC 17.
Oh, this thing's definitely got a name. He a big old boy.
Actually not sure that he would have a name. So, I don't know what happens when someone doesn't have a name.
I don't know.
I guess you just don't get one from him.
Okay, so I guess I can't use any of my class stuff then. Okay.
I mean, it would still have one like in its tongue, right?
I suppose so. So what's the save for that part?
It's a DC 17 wisdom save.
Okay.
Oh, it says, or the fact that the target lacks a name is in here. Yeah, that's annoying, but okay.
Trying to think. I'm gonna have it roll at advantage because there's one potential. It rolled even worse. Okay, so I'll give this to you. It seems like it once had a name a long, long time ago. and we'll call him Cletus.
Cletus.
His name was Cletus Stonepicker.
Okay. Watch him be like a dwarf from way back when that's turned into this.
That's what I was wondering. They did say it was a ghost. If it
Oh.
just like melded with the earth and became a freaking elemental or something.
Yeah, so I guess Rain ends her turn by like getting up against the rock, and he's like, "His name is Cletus," just out loud.
Cletus.
You're making that up.
I'm not. It's magic. It's fey magic.
A little bit delayed, but this thing is a bit slow and big. There's gonna be a big slam coming down your way, Anwar.
Why'd you move into the main chamber?
So he wouldn't AoE everyone in the back.
Oh,
I'm with you. I understand.
Look, I'll get there eventually.
Yep. What's your AC situation now?
21, 26 with a shield.
Yep, that's gonna hit
With shield?
with
Fuck
shield.
off! Fuck off!
He's got a
Okay.
big boy. So coming crashing it, like you like hold up your shield, put up boosted shield, and then still boom. That's gonna be
Onward
I can't
dead.
see you anymore. Shit.
Oh, you could give the silvery barbs to someone.
Oh,
when
yeah.
you cast Silvery Barbs, could have given.
Who's the person next in the order? Well, who's actually gonna
Audra.
attack?
Oh,
Probably Chimera then.
the Echo's going to for sure.
Yeah, then Chimera will get the advantage.
Yeah. If it's
'Cause
specifically
with-
an attack, don't give it to me.
It's not
That
specifically an attack,
is-
but I think it's the next like roll you make.
That's 32 bludgeoning damage as rock descends upon you and nearly crushes you. But thanks to your armor, you're not outright crushed to death.
Eza, can I?
Is there anything else Rain does with her turn?
Hey, as a reaction, can I hunt her again?
Yep. If that's an ability that I gave you that you can reaction when one of your buddies is getting hurt, yeah.
I am double checking if there's a range on it, but just know that if I can, I'm doing that.
Okay. Audra, you're up.
So, important question. Can I?
I guess you said you were already big because you were moving stuff.
Well, it only
so-
lasts for a minute though.
Okay. Well then, it's up to you if you were big or not when he blasted the thing.
I'm.
Oh,
we
within
can
30 feet.
We
Nope.
can say yes, I suppose. I'm gonna
Okay.
say. How long would you say it took us to dig through?
You've been digging for, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes. I don't know.
Alright, I'm gonna say I have like one more bit. I'm just trying to see like how many I theoretically would have used. I don't want to like game the system, you know.
Okay.
Now my question though, like, can I? I mean, I can tell that it swung for Anwar, like, but can I see him from here? Like, I'm not trying to be meta. Like, I am going in there.
You saw Anwar fly down, and then you saw a big fist come down and pretty much crush him.
Okay. Well, no, but I can see. I can see the attack hit him from here. Is what I'm saying.
You have a wall right there.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know
yeah,
that I can
I don't
see
think
that
you
he
can
was-
see that it hit, but
Okay, that's what I'm saying because I don't want to like. You know what I mean?
I mean, you could see that Anwar flew in, and then there was a huge crash, and then
Yeah.
Anwar didn't make a single noise because he's a manly boy, and he doesn't feel no pain.
Just
never.
trying to be meta. I'm just trying to not be meta. You know.
Well, if Audra is deaf, then yes.
If you screamed, I heard you. If that's what you're telling me. All right. So what's your rule about moving over this, Richard?
if you're trying to walk carefully, it's rough terrain, so half speed, or you can just do a dex check to make sure you don't fall prone as you kind of like slide down.
I'd rather just do that. I want to
Okay.
get in there. What am I doing? Dex save or something?
Dex save, yeah.
Okay. Mm-mm-mm. Well, I fell on my stomach.
Yep.
Do I still
you
get to slide through?
Slide. Yeah, you slide through down to the bottom, but you prone.
All right. Heck. Okay. What can I get you with from here? Because I don't have the room to stand up. Okay. Hang on 1 second. Let me just make sure I do the right roll. And for some reason this is spinning. Okay, boom, boom. Okay. Okay, I just yell out because I'm on the ground, but I'm like sliding in, and I like see Anwar over there, just like, give you better heals in a moment. Just for now, just keep going, bud. And that'll be a healing word for you, at least in the interim. 10 HP back for you.
All right.
Since that is a bonus spell, I'm also going to, I might as well just try to use a Toll the Dead on the rock troll thing. Why not?
Okay.
Because I can. Can it make a wisdom save, please?
Yep. That is a success.
My save's 15. I'm assuming it was a pretty good roll.
Yeah.
Okay. Then it's a cantrip, so nothing happens.
Okay.
That's gonna be me.
All right, and as you kind of come sliding down, he's gonna give a big ol' swing towards you. Can I get away with doing this? There we go. Something. Okay. He's gonna try to crush down on you. You're not gonna have an AC better than Anwar, so that's gonna hit you.
I'm at 20. Hey, we got our runes recharged, right?
Yes.
did. Yeah.
That is 26 bludgeoning damage. Comes down on you.
Actually, it's only 13.
All right, 13. Let's see. Let's put this guy to the back just so you know where you are.
Jesus, this guy's.
Anyway, Kamira, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna carefully get to there because there's a hand here.
Shadow of the
and
Colossus, this bitch.
Yeah.
I have old knees. As I run forward though, I am going to pop the echo out.
Okay.
And she's going to be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. She's pops out 15, moves an extra 15. She's going to go stand near Anwar. Am I, because all I see is health bar, am I within 5 feet of Audra?
Yes, you are.
Yay, I get it at advantage. Wow. We are
You
going
can
to
start
make
chipping away at its fingers.
some attacks at it. Yay, everybody.
First one's at advantage.
Oh, that's right, because I also have silvery barbs. Yeah, boy. Okay, so here's one. 28.
That hits.
And here is 2. And a 23.
That hits.
for 22.
Yep,
And
that
then
hits.
is that elbow like down, like the echo
Oh,
can reach it?
That's
Or
22
no?
damage. Got it.
Yeah.
Say again.
Like the way that Mr. Colossus is attacking us, is that
Mhm.
elbow or that arm like down close enough that the echo can get an attack on it, or no?
The echo probably not, unless it got closer to you, like where the hand is, or it could run up to the foot. But
Or
no,
the
the
foot.
elbow's probably way too high up in the air.
I don't mind the echo staying there though. That might be me for this round, and then next round I'll pull out all the crazy shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Audra.
Yes.
It's going to use its its last legendary action to try to grapple you.
I would like to use protection to impose disadvantage.
Okay.
That's appreciated because this thing's really big.
So it is trying to grab out at you, and you are able to, with your sword and shield, whatever else, kind of like clip away at it, and it's not able to get like a good grip in there, and it moves its hand back a little bit
I like to think
as you
because
have
it's-
chipped away at its fingers.
I like to imagine because it's so big and I'm on the floor, like I'm prone, that it can't. You know how like when you drop something and you keep doing like like that, you can't grab
Mhm.
it. I imagine it's that.
Okay.
We
Alrighty.
moved.
Keone is going to step a little bit forward, get like right behind Cinder, and she's gonna do the best thing that she can think of to do, which is a Chaos Bolt. Because she doesn't want to run up and try to hit that with a sword.
That's
No
correct,
one
young
does.
lady. Stay back there.
So I think she rolls 2d8, which will determine what damage it could be. It's between acid and cold. Either of which I think is a great option. So
I think acid makes more sense against rock.
Yeah, she's gonna try the acid. And so a big ball of acid appears. She's gonna throw it, and it is going to potentially hit it. Let's see. Oh, she rolled well. All right, so she hits this thing and deals a total of not score though. Ooh, very low roll. She only does 4 damage, but still 4 acid damage. It's something. She just looks back like, that didn't seem very effective. Anybody got anything better? And Cinder's
No!
like, Cinder just looks back and says, I think I got something.
Cinder has the power of gun.
the power of shatter.
The power of shotgun.
Yeah. All right. I think that's gonna be it for Keone. Might duck behind here.
There you go.
All right. It's your monster's turn.
A monster. That's what I call my kid. So his burrow, like, is that like an action burrow, or is
Is
that
what?
like a I'm just gonna slip under the ground? We.
I think it's a burrow speed.
It does say burrow speed, like it's just under
Yeah,
speed. It
burrow
says
speed
burrow
though is
22.
for like loose soil, sand, things like that. It's not for solid.
Oh, we're in solid rock. Okay.
Well, this, yeah.
Um,
I think essentially all of this, I think, would be solid.
That's a bummer. I was really hoping to fuck with his tremor sense or something. Assuming that he has it.
Mm.
I think I'm gonna just action dash him and I just fuck off so he doesn't hurt anybody. That's just putting everybody right there. And then if he takes damage while within 5 feet of anybody, they take fire damage. So maybe he'll hold his second, because he's got about fuck all, and there's a bottleneck happening.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Okay. So it
maybe
is
he'll go like-
Cletus's turn. Despite Anwar's best efforts, I think everybody's pretty darn close to each other. Yeah.
But I'm prone. Does that mean
Hang on.
he has to aim differently?
Sid, can the thing burrow underground and move underground towards him that way?
That's what I was asking. That's what I thought I was like.
It's all
burrow down.
solid rock down here.
Okay.
That's what I was trying to get him to do, but otherwise that's just a bottleneck of crazy.
Hanging back was a smart thing for it though, because I think it's gonna.
Also, I can't move it.
Yeah,
I was
it is.
gonna like shift him to the side
Oh,
or
where-
something.
Oh, where do you want it?
Like maybe like yeah, like over to the side, or like, you know, just maybe
Which side? I don't know what you're talking about.
over here.
North.
Okay. All right. I didn't want to take that. Okay. I need everybody except for the monster to please make a. Let's see. A dexterity saving throw, please, as rocks begin to fall upon you.
Oh no, rocks fall, everyone dies. It's happening.
We're just gonna get a luck ready here. We're just gonna copy paste this formula.
Fuck.
Luck.
This is bad all around.
Wow.
Wow.
Do I automatically take the bad? Do I luck again?
What an awful series of rolls we just made.
You can choose which die you use. I'm taking the 10.
No, take the one. See what happens.
I always said I wanted to retire.
Coward.
Well,
Shut
Shut
the
the
difference
fuck up
between
with that bag of
retiring-
dice. Shut up
There's
with that
difference
bag of dice.
Between retiring and being retired.
Look. Sometimes it just
Good
happens.
news is we don't have to pay for any funeral costs because we're already getting buried.
Yep.
Yeah.
True.
And then I'm gonna have to roll.
Okay.
My concentration.
This
Wait,
is
so
really interesting.
Why is it rain as well?
Because I
She's in
think.
range.
Oh, it's a
Yeah.
radius thing?
Yeah.
Think so.
Gotcha.
So rocks fall and you all get hurt 26 bludgeoning damage, and you are currently knocked prone and covered in rubble.
I was
Let me
already
go.
prone, so
How much damage did you say?
26.
Hmm?
Oh, okay.
What's rubble mean?
26. What's rubble mean?
Yeah.
Means you're stuck under rubble. Also, Keon, or sorry, the echo's gone.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, poor Cinder.
I gotta make it. For a constitution, like, hold my con, because I don't do it very often. Is it a saving?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it okay?
It's
And
a
it's
Constitution
half?
saving throw, yeah.
It's a con saving throw, yeah. It's
So 13.
half of the damage or 10, whichever one is higher.
I will just point out that for that ability, that was an abnormally high roll.
Mm. So you would have to roll 13 or higher on the con. Yeah, you're good.
All right, you keep
Just
your.
fucking barely.
You fucking hate this thing now. You're like, oh, I'm gonna mark him. All right. So that was its turn. Rocks fell, and y'all got really hurt. Cinder now.
Richard, can you hit the switch for us to see the health bars for Keon and Cinder as well?
Oh
if
yeah,
you're,
I need to
if you're
update
tracking
their
that with
things.
bars, yeah.
I said 26, right?
You did.
Yes.
Okay.
Thankfully, Big Audra is no longer a concentration, which means I can heal you all next round. I'm like just within the range to get everybody.
All right. Getting these guys so that way you can see their health.
Thank you.
All right. There you go. I just have to read up on rubble real quick to see what you can and can't do when you're buried in the rubble. I'm trying to remember. Restrained. Does anybody recall what restrained limits you to?
Mostly just your movement speed.
Your
think.
speed becomes 0 and
Speed
can't benefit
zero.
from any bonuses. Attack
Yeah.
rolls against it have advantage, blah blah blah. So I don't think it limits you from doing any spells or anything like
Correct.
that.
Nope.
Basically, nothing does.
Disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. So if it happens again, though.
Oh yeah. Okay. So, Cinder is gonna kind of poke his way through the rubble and fire off a what do you call it? A shatter.
This should do a lot of damage.
Yeah, it has to roll this at disadvantage.
And if it fails, I think it gets double damage because it's made of rock? Or it's a construct or something?
You know what? It doesn't necessarily say that in the version that I'm looking at, but I remember that being a rule too, so I'm just going with it. I'm just gonna
Shatter. Here, I can pull it up.
It has disadvantage on the saving throws.
Yes.
Mhm.
If it's
Yeah.
inorganic, it has disadvantage on the saving throw.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Maybe it was an older version that had the double damage or something.
Well, in any case, I'm calling this monster vulnerable to it, so you get it anyway.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so Shatter.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, there were monsters that were vulnerable when Finn was using it.
Yeah. Alrighty, yeah. I'm just clumsy today. Here we go. Okay. So, Shatter, second level. I think he's got a third level. So he's going to cast this at third level.
So that should be 48.
Yep, 48. I guess it's not plus anything, it's just 48.
Yes.
Assuming that he fails at disadvantage. And that is a con save, which Rock Guy is probably pretty good at. Oh, yeah, he's good, but his lower number was so good. So, Anwar, what's your save? Because his save, I think, is this.
17.
Yeah, so he fails this. He's gonna take doubled for 48. Okay. That's a total of 36 thunder damage. It, like, knocks out a chunk of him. And he staggers back. Staggers back after that. 36 is good. And I think that's all Cinder can do because he's still buried under rubble at this point. Onmar, you're up.
On the foot where he just staggered back, that whatever that knee or joint or whatever he used to stabilize himself, Anwar's going to aim the exact same thing, a third level shatter right at that spot to see if he can maybe continue to keep pushing him back.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm going to do that. Third level. I've never gotten good damage on it, but we'll see how it goes. But if it's vulnerable, then we take those.
Yeah.
Uh, 16. Could I have a con save at disadvantage, please?
Yes, you can. Ooh, yeah. Got a nat 20 and a 2.
Oh,
Yeah,
Now, this is
so
where the part where
he's-
you're like,
he's-
he
he's
still
not gonna-
passes.
Not gonna save that. Not gonna save that 17. So instead of 16, that will be 32. And yeah, one more step back. Getting kind of knocked into the corner here. Alrighty. And after those 2 blows, he's definitely showing some major signs of wear and tear there.
Am I able to-
Anwar, it looks like you are going to need to make a strength, an athletics check if you want to get out of there. But that
A
would
check?
require an action.
Can I use my movement to try and crawl out? Is that an option?
No, you're restrained. That's literally what restrained means, is you have 0 movement.
Fair enough. Okay, then I don't have another action to use. And I don't have any bonus actions at the moment, so I'm just like, take that!
As a legendary, it's going to spit a rock at you. It's going to go like, and
You
just
fuck.
a big old boulder's going to come down towards you, Anwar. I believe
Question.
it has advantage on you right now.
but is that a ranged attack?
That's true, because then it wouldn't. If he's prone, a
Technically, he
ranged
has
attack-
disadvantage.
I am prone, sir.
That is true.
Only if it's a
I'm not
ranged
gonna-
attack.
I'm not going to count that. This isn't an arrow. This is a big fucking boulder.
Sir.
It's a lob, not an arc.
Mm-hmm.
Richard is out of control.
Anwar,
Is dead.
no. It's just within range that if you shield it, you can deflect it. So you're like already buried in rubble. A giant boulder is heading your way. I assume you cast shield.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You're just like phalanxing the one open spot in the rubble, like ding.
Yep, just
No, I
and
think
then-
it's gonna be like Onwar's laid out. He like the boulder hits the wall right above him, and then it's like
Yeah.
a layup, like falling, and it's like, "Urgh," and it just kind of like tumbles on it and kind of awkwardly falls off.
So that's all of that. Rain, you're up.
Okay, Rain is going to use one of her cloud runes
Nice.
to Misty Step out of the rubble right here. And then she's going to use half her move to get up because now she can.
Nice.
You took yourself out of range of being healed, just so you're aware.
Yeah, but I don't want to get hit by one of those things
All right.
again, so
I'm
I'm
just-
just going to
just-
stay back here.
Just making sure I tell you.
I am also going to cast that Psychic Lance again. And because Brain's angry, let's go ahead and do that at 5th level.
Damn. All right.
Lead us.
And I'm also, because I know its name now, going to use a Resonant Utterance. So
Okay.
let's go ahead and just do the spell first. Oh, fail, you fuck. Fail.
Jesus
The
fuck.
cave resounds with the scream of Cletus.
That's intelligence saving throw.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not good at those. He fails again.
All right. So he takes 43 psychic damage.
Good
And
lord, and I thought that the shatters were what was gonna do the most damage in this.
I'm gonna flavor this as the Resonant Utterance is she literally does scream so loud that her voice turns into like a physical force, and he will get 3d8 more force damage done to him.
Oh, that'll do it.
Oh.
Nice.
Banshee then.
Basically. And
I
now
like to
he
think,
is
like, he's got like a splitting headache, in that there's a major crack where his head is, and it just like.
and now he is incapacitated until the start of my next turn. Everybody make that count.
Yep, he can no longer do the legendaries and stuff. So, and I guess he can't do a move next time either, right?
He can only move.
Can only move. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna say that he didn't use a legendary. He's got one left for legendary resistance. Saving that in his back pocket. So yeah, he takes that full thing and he's stunned. All right, Audra.
Well, first
Now's
thing-
your chance. He's currently stunned.
Yeah, but people are hurt and I'm buried. And
Yep.
it takes an action to get out from under the rocks, right?
It takes a action for a strength check. Yes, it looks like that's what it'll take. Unless he can Misty Step out of there, then that's an alternative.
I do not have.
I
a
did-
step.
I did buy you all a turn basically to try and get out if you want to try.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing though. I have advantage and extra strength, so I'm not worried about getting out. I just want to keep everyone else healed. You know,
It's fair.
because Big Otter is no longer concentration, so like I'm all right to like get out in another turn. But for now, I just want to make sure everyone else is patched up. So, kind of calling out from in her pile of rubble, just like, okay, everybody, we're gonna get out of this. Sounds like Rain just put a big old hurting on this monster, so feel better and get out of your rocks, everybody. Also, it turned purple.
In true Zelda fashion, when it's stunned, it turns purple.
Nice. So awesome. So Rain, not you, but everyone else, including me, gets 24 HP from mass cure wounds.
Nice.
Damn.
Dang, okay, we take that.
Yeah.
2 8s. We love that.
Yeah. And that. I do.
That's nearly all of that you lost in that big rocks
Yeah.
fall. You die. All but 2.
I was trying to think of what I could do in terms of my bonus actions here, and I don't think there's anything that I can really make use of, so I think that's gonna have to be the end of my turn.
Alrighty. Next up, we have Chimera.
Try to get out.
All right.
I guess.
I'm gonna need athletics, please.
Athletics.
You get
Hey.
out. You're
Woo!
good. You barely got out, but you do successfully. You do successfully get out.
Okay. And that's my turn.
That's your action.
My action. Okay. I'm gonna... I feel like I need to move the fuck out of here. So I guess we'll... Just to at least maybe get out of that bottleneck just a smidge, because also that's half movement because I had to stand up. As a bonus action. Yeah, we'll just manifest that echo.
Okay.
We'll put her out here because why not? And then she's gonna like walk up and be like, "Oh shit, I'm gonna attack you." That. And that's maybe me for now.
Okay. Keone is also going to use her action to try to get out of there. Looks like she's struggling though. She's trying real hard. Some of her tentacles are crushed and she's in a bit of pain. Luckily, with the healing word, mostly she's okay, but she's still trying to lift up a big piece of rubble over her, and she is not able to. She got any other bonus? Oh. She's gonna see what Rain does and be like, oh, right, Misty Step. And she's gonna create a little echo nearby and then zoop, plop right next to Rain.
She might not be able to do that because manifesting the echo is a bonus.
Well, she doesn't do echoes the way you do.
Oh, that's true. Fair
She's literally
play,
just
sir.
casting Misty Step with echo flavor.
Yo, that's fair.
So she gets out of there and she's just talking with Rain like, "Oh my god, are you okay? That was such a brilliant idea to just like bamf out of there, you know, like just like teleport and everything." And she's completely like forgetting the fact that now you two are right next to each other.
I'm all right. We should probably focus on that thing, though. Get away
Oh,
from me.
right, that thing's still a thing. But that's the end of her turn, though. She used her action, her bonus action. So next up is the the Remoras that managed to keep out of trouble.
Look, I want to dismiss him because I feel like so I can't get him out of that bottleneck and fucking her.
I don't know if dismissing. Oh, you mean like so that way he doesn't accidentally turn against you?
Yeah, so I can get him to leave.
What's its move speed?
It's 30.
We can
if
have it
that's-
move.
But if
60.
that's rough terrain,
It probably would be pretty good at digging people out stuff, I would say, even though it doesn't have the full burrow speed. But as far as like digging through
okay.
rubble, I'd say
But
it could
he
probably...
could maybe like help a person.
He could use an action to clear rubble for somebody. I'd give him that.
Now is the time. This thing can't move yet.
He'll go help Cinder out then, and then he'll just
Okay.
stand in front of ladies and do his monstery best.
Okay. So he goes and does that.
I'm thinking of the droid from Rogue One. You are being rescued. Do not resist.
Yeah.
So it's like, ah!
Yeah. Yeah, Cinder doesn't like any of this. Like, I hit one button for Shatter, and now all this is happening.
This is what happens when you roll with us, baby.
Alright, stunned monster cannot do anything. Cinder is going to stand up, gonna kind of lean up against a wall over here, and is gonna do another third level Shatter, because that worked pretty well the last time.
Rock monster.
Let's see. Shatter cons save that he's at a disadvantage. Ooh, yeah. All right, totally fails that. Now 1, 2, 4. All right, 19 times 2 is 38. So 38 thunder damage. Right in this guy's face. Knocks out his lower jaw. I wouldn't say knocks it out, but cracks it a whole bunch. His like lower jaw splits into two.
Nice.
Alrighty, and he's definitely showing signs of tear at this point. So...
We just have to the end of Rain's turn, and then he's back, right?
Cinder's then gonna fall.
Basically.
Fuck.
I mean, I can try and do it again. I don't know what'll happen.
I mean, look, you did it once. It was great.
Cinder's gonna fall back to right behind. To get a little bit of cover there. And Anwar, you're up.
You know, I wish I had Misty Step or a giant burrowing cricket monster, but I don't have either of those things.
You should use the portal gun to launch the rubble and yourself at his face.
I'm going to go with another Shatter. How's that? I don't have any more third levels, but I do have a second level. So, right where that split happened on his jaw, Almar's going to try and finish the job there.
All right, go ahead. It fails, so that's gonna take that full damage of another 26, and like its whole lower face.
At least won't give it the satisfaction of eating us.
Yeah. Alrighty. Anything else for Anwar?
He is still restrained. He's still under rubble. He has used the last of his shield. There is a sizable boulder right next to him. Almar's kind of just like, yep, this is between a rock and a hard place.
Where's the soundboard?
Oh yeah, we have. Where's
I
our?
don't remember
Where's
where
our?
that is in here.
Alrighty. So Rain, you're up.
There you go.
Okay, so Rain. Damn. Yeah, I mean, it worked last time, so I'm gonna try it again. We're gonna use the Psychic Lance. I'm not gonna do it at 5th level this time.
Okay.
So here we go. Rolling all right for the damage. Damn.
Rolling very well on the damage, but you're gonna see that his eyes just begin to glow yellow, and he's gonna resist that.
Well, he'll still take 17 psychic, and I'm going to use my resonant utterance to heal myself this time.
Nice.
So that is 46 at 10th level.
And that was its last legendary, right? If we were tracking him. So,
Did it use
Yeah.
a legendary?
yeah, it just did.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not bad. I'll take that.
It's very good.
Alrighty. So that is 17 psychic to it then. And seeing there's only one person not in rubble here, he's gonna use his legendary, take a slam towards Chimera.
I would like to use my Shadow Martyr
Okay.
and move my Echo in front of me to
Is
take
that-
that damage.
Is that actually what it's called, or were you just calling it that as a
It's
joke?
called Shadow Martyr.
That's.
Yeah.
I really thought
It's
you were
really
just
good.
making another joke about like, let it kill the echo instead. I love that that's what it's actually called.
No, before the attack roll is made, you can use your reaction to support the Echo on occupied space within 5 feet of the targeted creature.
Wow.
So yeah, just
Beep boop.
and the echo just takes it all. Just for the flavor of this, I feel like you kind of like teleport back 2 feet as it just slams down right on
Sure.
top of an echo.
There's a cosmic cruelty to the Echo Knight that is so funny.
Yeah.
The amount of chimeras you have killed.
We really
What
should have
was
been keeping a
the-
tally.
Echo Chimera's like, get out of here! Boom!
What was its attack roll? Just out of curiosity. Probably like an
Well,
80.
Like, how many
Wow.
universes is it now sending your Echo through?
It was over 20.
Oh, because its AC's 18. Okay, fine, I guess.
Alrighty, so that was a legendary. Audra, you're up.
Yeah. I mean, how's this thing looking at this point?
It's looking pretty bad. Like, its face is nearly gone. It's been chipped away in some other areas, too.
Okay.
It's not looking great. Its composure seems to
did
be
it
failing.
twice.
All right.
It is experiencing structural damage.
Okay. So, in that case, I am going to drop something a little different on it. I'm gonna need it to please make I know it's rock, but it'll still take damage even on a save, and this is a persistent thing. I'm gonna need it to make a con save, please.
Okay. For what purpose?
1 second, I'm gonna measure. I can't shrink this. Darn. Sorry, 1 second. Drawing and measuring at the same time is hard sometimes. 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Okay. Because down here in this darkness, sort of shining down directly onto it, because we don't need to be outside for this to work. A giant beam of sunlight known as dawn is just gonna like pierce down directly onto it.
Okay.
And what did it roll on the con save?
22.
Okay, so it saves. However, it still takes this much radiant damage. Still going to take 13 radiant damage, and that column of light is staying right there, and that thing is big enough that it's basically going to be brushing up against it for the rest of this fight and taking more damage.
Oh, it really doesn't like that. It's like, instinctively just is going to try to slam down on you.
I mean, how could it possibly know I did it, though?
Because you hold up a holy symbol or something. Like, you don't have subtle spell. Like,
I guess.
If you cast a spell, they know you do it.
All right, that's fair.
You would need a special ability to hide that.
Gotcha.
Isn't Don 4d10?
He saved.
You still roll 4d10, and then it takes half.
And then you just half,
right.
yeah.
You're right, my fault. I halved the dice in my head. So, sorry, in that case, it takes 11 total damage.
Yep.
Okay. Give it 2 back.
But either way, that's gonna persist.
Okay. So yeah, he's gonna slam down on you. That will definitely hit. It's well above 20. And it's been a while since I've done this one. Okay. Audra, coming your way. That is 35 bludgeoning damage.
Good lord.
Crushes down on you.
Okay, let's reduce that a little bit. All right, let's make it 23.
24.
Damage.
24.
24. Okay.
Rolling incredible on those runes.
Yeah.
Make it 24 damage. Okay.
Yep. Crushes down on you. Luckily, with literally the stone giant.
Cool. And
Rune.
the dawn stays.
Okay. Alrighty, that's that turn. Chimera.
I feel like it would probably be best to try to help people out of their current circumstances. As opposed to me trying to hit the thing. How does the thing look? Does it look like if I hit its finger, it's gonna die?
If you hit its finger, it's not gonna die, but it looks like if it's taking another one of those, like, big body blows, it looks like it can't take much more.
I have a gun. And that's about it. Yeah. We're not being so damagey this one. We're gonna resummon the echo because that's been and we're gonna oh, I can't move, never mind. I'm gonna try to dig Audra out.
Why can't you move?
Would I not be incurring an attack op if I moved from this giant ass hand?
I feel like the thing's range is huge.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
you're leaving its range.
No. you're
Okay,
not
so if
leaving.
I moved like here
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're still in its range.
to like try to help with
Yeah.
both. Okay,
Because
cool.
its hitbox
Okay,
is
cool.
like this or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm guessing, like,
Yeah.
if we tried to cross this line, then we'd
Yeah.
probably get smacked.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. I just wanted to make sure. I
No,
was
you're
thinking it was like just around Audra's vicinity but yeah, we'll move there and start.
Good thinking,
dig.
but yeah, we're all good.
And if I can get my echo to help, that would be ace. That would be super fucking rad.
Okay.
So we'll do that.
Okay.
Is this thing gonna like crack open like a geode at the end of this and just spill out mithril?
Sorry, I was
got it.
concentrating on too many things at once. What are you doing, Chimera?
I'm gonna try to use like the whole turn to dig some people out if I can.
Who are you trying to do it? I need a athletics roll from you, please.
Sure. Let me check something real quick. Audra, sorry, I'm gonna dig out Anwar because I got a turn.
Yeah, that's okay.
And if he can do something massive.
It's the
That'd
dig
be
out taking an action. Is like my action economy is already not super great, so it's a little tricky, but it's all good.
luck.
Uh,
Hey,
Uh,
that doesn't do it.
you're trying really hard, but there's an especially big boulder on top of him. You're able to clear out some of the
What
smaller
the
debris, but then you're
fuck?
trying to lift a big one over Anwar, and it's just it's being real stubborn. So we'll just get you over here.
That's insane.
Yep. Anything else? Any action surge? Anything like that?
I guess I'll use my action surge and we'll keep trying.
Okay.
You know what? Actually, hold that action surge.
It
I
didn't
can
work
use-
anyway.
I'll use Flash of Genius to like help her carry the distance. +5.
Okay. Yeah, she's trying to get, and eventually you're able to get your gauntlets to
Yeah.
get up the rest of the way. So you're able to turn that 17 into a 22, and she successfully lifts it off with your help.
Throw your shield.
That's an action.
You can
Oh,
still
as
use
an
your
action surge, because you opened up my action surge again.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm a piece of shit. Yes, we will definitely be doing an action surge. And we will do the thing. We're gonna throw that at him. Do 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 do.
I'm not normally gonna do this, but given how big he is, I would allow you to say that you like hit him multiple times. 'cause
Ricochet
you're
off
able
of
to-
him.
Ricochet like off the arm, up to the face.
I
down
was
to
gonna
another
ask.
foot or something. Yeah.
Well, the first one's a 14.
That's not strong enough. So the first one flings up, just kind of hits part of his stony exterior and doesn't seem to. Second one, ding, doesn't really get him either. Can you get him in the foot? Oh, but you slashed right down and cut off a pinky toe with the shield.
Yeah.
Not even a pinky toe. It just kind of chips off just barely the side of its foot a little bit.
I
wanna
imagine that
reiterate-
like Demir like gets Anwar out of the rubble and then turns and spins it. It's like, oh yeah, it's like dink, oh dunk, oh.
You fucking Big Lebowski'd him.
That was the worst.
It's just like ding, ding, ding.
I rolled a
Oh, that-
70 in my pregame shit.
And then you catch the shield and immediately.
Yeah.
So, there's a legendary action slam coming your way.
Sure.
That's definitely gonna hit you.
It so won't though.
Have you already? Oh, you haven't used a reaction this turn, or did you? No, you haven't,
I
because this
think-
is a new turn.
No, but I can't shadow murder twice. It's a short rest thing.
Oh, gotcha. In that case, that's gonna be 30 bludgeoning damage. Like,
Oh boy.
you ding, 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 catch, boom, 30.
87 blood. I'm okay.
Yeah, it's a good thing you caught that shield right in time, so that took like a good. Like, again, you guys are avoiding being crushed by like way more than your weight in rocks.
Yeah.
All right, so that is your turn.
Oh shit! I need to make a save.
I think what's funny is that Anwar has absorb elements. He's had it prepared pretty much the entire game, and it's never been used once, but like one day. But of course, Earth isn't a damage type.
No.
It's an element. It's an elemental. It's like absorb rock. No, sorry. Have you tried acid? No.
No.
All right, Keon. So your concentration holds. So Keon doesn't have to fight a big scary monster right now. Instead, has to fight a much bigger, scarier monster. Is going to kind of charge up to where there's an opening, and gonna try another chaos bolt. Oh, but it's gonna miss. She throws it out, and I'm just kind of curious what it. 8 and 2. Oh man, one of them would have been thunder too. So instead, it's just a little bit of a it ends up being just like a snowball. Just, yep, doesn't do nothing. She's like, fuck, and hides back behind Cinder, behind this little area. That's her. What's the young Remora's gonna do?
Gonna go dig out Audra.
Okay.
She's at least within range.
Do not be alarmed, I am helping you.
I'd probably just like try to burrow deeper if that thing tried to dig me out. I'm not gonna lie.
Alright, it successfully digs Audra out.
Alright, saves me having to dig myself out. I'll take it. It's another action.
And now, it's going to use an ability called Spew Debris. So basically, this whole chunk here, you guys here.
Wait, so I just got out from under rocks, now I'm gonna have rocks spat in my face?
Yep, just like.
Okay. Oh, it's using bullets.
Basically, anything is ranged there, but not Rain, not Keon, not Cinder.
Richard, actually, because it's the start of its turn, Dawn is going to hurt it again.
Okay.
I'm
It
sorry,
actually
when it ends
says-
its turn. So
Yeah.
it does this first. My bad.
Okay.
That's interesting that it's.
All right, I
Interesting, I
need
wonder
you
why
all
that versus
to
the-
make dexterity saving throws again, please, as it just like
Not again.
pulls up all sorts of rocks through its what's left of its mouth, and so just through like this open cavity, just like as like rocks are spewing down on you guys.
Who all needs to?
I think I'm gonna use my last luck.
Everybody who's like in its direct sight, not Keon, not Cinder, not Rain.
Do I get cover because I'm behind Chimera? And-
Not really, no.
Maybe if you
I'm
were behind
behind
me.
Chimera.
Can I give him protection
No,
as
that
a
doesn't
reaction,
count for-
and it hits him as a disadvantage? It doesn't. It doesn't work that way.
No, it doesn't.
It has
work
to
that
be an
way.
attack.
Boy, those
Yeah,
are.
these are big ass boulders that you're trying to avoid.
and not great dex rolls in general. Boy, I'm glad I took.
This is how you destroy tanks is dex saves.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm dug out, but I'm technically still prone. Should I bother rolling again, though, Richard? Because I'm already failing it with an 11, I'm sure.
yeah, you're failing.
Okay, so I'll just leave it at that.
Do you roll a disadvantage if you're prone?
For a dex save? I would think so, right?
I don't know.
I
No.
know under the rocks I still would have been.
Yeah, under the rocks you would have, but prone doesn't have you do it.
Oh, it's just attack rolls, actually, that you're disadvantaged on. Okay.
Oh shit! Fuck off with
Because
that.
you could like do the sideways roll thing.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter with what I just
Yeah.
rolled, but...
Oh, you guys are lucky. It rolled pretty low on this one.
It only rolled 403.
No.
I don't know,
That's 20 bludgeoning damage to each of you. Just let me see if there's any other effects here.
How's everyone doing over there?
I'm at half.
What did everybody roll? Let's
Alright,
see.
cool. Dawn is still dawning.
No one rolled above a 15.
No.
All right, you all fall prone.
Damn it.
I'm already prone. What are you gonna do? Make me double prone, idiot.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Alrighty,
Yes!
that's its
Okay.
turn.
Sid, nice.
What was that?
To maintain control of the Remoras.
Oh, oh my
Oh,
god.
jeez. Hey, I'm glad your pet just dug me out.
Cinder's gonna come around the corner and do another shatter, but at a lower level this time. I'm gonna roll the save at disadvantage. Wow. Okay. It's.
Oh, I'm assuming the echo's gone.
Oh man, it saves from the shatter this time. It's
Oh,
fucking
Richard.
hulking out.
I also need. I do need. Now that its turn is over, I do need a con save for Dawn again.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's still going.
Saves.
Okay. So. 10 radiant damage.
Still something.
Alrighty.
Yep.
Yeah, it's something. Some good, honest damage.
That's based on its size in this cave. Like this is just gonna keep, tapping it. Damage over time,
Yep. Alright, so it's only going to take half of this shatter. It looks like doing it at a lower level kind of hurt. However, it normally takes double damage, so it evens out. So that's... Damn, that was an amazing set of rolls. An 8, 8, and a 7. That's 16, 23. 23 damage on that shatter, and it's... With that shatter, the entire center of it, like, breaks into a big hole, and you just see that there is this swirling kind of orangish hue together as it's just kind of like 5 separate limbs just kind of floated, being barely held together at this point. It's really not looking good, but you're able to see some of that radiant soul forge kind of energy that seems to be binding it together to some degree. But there's a massive hole in the center now. And with that, it's gonna spew one last big boulder at Cinder after that.
Oh my god, it's just spitting rocks at us.
Yep.
Spitting bars.
It's doing
Rude.
really good.
It is doing really good.
Didn't do a very good job though. Rolled a nat 3, so I think it's gonna like, and the rock just kind of falls out of its
Poor thing.
mouth area and just lands down on the ground in front of it. All right, so that was its legendary, and now it is Anwar's turn. Can he finish it off? It looks like it's on its last stuff. If not him, Rain's gonna do it.
Yeah, targeting that same vulnerable spot. Anwar is actually going to use one of his runes, one of the fire runes. So he's going to launch that shatter with some extra fire genasi, fire energy on top of it. So it's going to be this plus a d10. Wow! Well, good thing I put that d10.
Con save at disadvantage. Wow, again, saves on the disadvantage. It seems like it's trying its hardest to hold itself together.
Fucking close.
Well, it's still a 9 plus 8 fire damage, so 17 altogether.
Alright. It's... You blast it into a bunch of tiny little boulders that are really no bigger than the rubble that fell on you, but it's just, there's this one center, like, crystal piece that's holding together as it's just a bunch of little tiny rocks held together. It's so close to 0. Any bonus actions, movements, anything before we move on to Rain?
I guess I'll stand up, because we're prone, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'll
Yep.
do that. And I'll kind of stand in front of Miss Kinnear, so I'll take any retribution.
Okay. Rain. It looks like this thing's barely held together. It does look like you're seeing all of this radiant energy kind of coursing through it. It looks like it could be potentially dangerous if not handled correctly. What do you do?
If not handled correctly, what does that mean?
I would just say, like, an intuitive sense from you with all of your magic acquisitions and your high intelligence, you're like, that it looks like potentially, like, it could explode
Oh,
unless
okay.
there's some way you could, like, handle it differently but yeah, it looks like it's
okay. Well, I was gonna kill it, but now I don't know if I should. Fuck.
Finish it.
Okay, but if it
Right?
explodes, it
I
kills
mean-
you guys.
Maybe.
I mean, unless it's like super massive damage, and it'll be fine.
Okay. I'm hoping it's not like based on
However-
what kind of damage it's done or anything. Like my gut tells me that maybe Psychic Lance, because it's psychic damage, won't cause it to explode. But I don't know.
Please
I
know though,
guess-
if I die, you have
It's all my
Ripper's
fault.
to deal with.
Oh god. Well, I mean,
It'll be fine.
not much. There's not much I can do, so we're just gonna go ahead and do this again.
okay. I'll roll, but man, it's yeah. I'll tell you guys now. It has a 2 intelligence.
All right.
Well,
It
it
has
takes.
a -4, so it was beyond legendary. It was never gonna save.
Well, it
Oh.
takes.
Hurting rock band.
Its first intelligence save got a nat 19. Still didn't save.
That's awesome.
All right. So psychic energy going into a radiant kind of crystal thing. I feel like it's gonna be a little bit of chaos here. I'm gonna roll a d8.
Okay.
See what happens.
We all level up.
See.
Here's a question. This is. I mean, I guess it's not a spell, but I do have this as one of my resonant utterances. Could rain like end whatever explodey thing is happening there?
As a radiant utterance.
Yeah, so one of my resonant utterances says if the named target is affected by any other spells, you know what those spells are, and you can attempt to end one of your choice by succeeding on an intelligence check with a DC equal to 10 plus the level of the chosen spell. I don't know if it's a spell per se that's like making it explode
It's
in the
more
end.
of more of an effect than a spell, but I will let you roll for it because the stakes are so high.
Okay.
To see if you can. I'll assign it a certain level, and see if you.
Well, here's this, and I may tack on my.
Let's say before you roll it, just so
D6.
people know, it's a 7. So you need a 17 or higher.
Okay, well then I'm definitely tacking on the D6 from my thing. Well, I guess I didn't even need it.
Yes.
Oh, clutch.
What's the flavor you give for Cletus here? As
I think she like literally, because it's a psychic lance, she goes into his head and like she sees that it's gonna explode, and her mental connection through the weave just shuts him down.
All right, yeah. So it's just like there's all this radiant energy going on. You shoot through that psychic lance, and then it just like the soul forge crystal within just kind of like fades all of its light, and then cracks, and then just everything falls down to the ground. It's very anticlimactic. Just like, oh, okay.
What's like a little.
Just a
And
puff.
whatever little form of it, at what point was Cletus? Seems like the soul is either weary or is moving on.
Oh my god, it wasn't ghosts. Why? Cletus, what was your unfinished business?
This is like a real ship of Theseus thing, but with like a rock monster.
All right, it is defeated, and to TLDR a bit, you were eventually able to find enough mithril ore to be able to use for your full plate.
Was he sitting on it, or did he explode into a bunch of mithril plate? That
Yeah, did it just,
No,
like,
he exploded.
out
You
of
guys had to mine a little further out. Eventually, you got it.
Could we
Alright.
take
Plate was
the
in us all
inactive?
along.
Could we take the inactive core? I don't know if it's worth anything.
Yeah,
use
this
it
is the
to
first.
a sword?
This is the first time you've ever seen non-radioactive Soulforge stone. So maybe you want to take it back and study it.
Absolutely. I mean,
It's like a Soulforge without a soul.
so a forge.
Yeah, it's a
how big is it? Do we need to put it in a bag of holding?
it's about yay big. In
Okay.
like crystalline form that kind of like shoots out in 3 or 4 different areas.
Anwar
never mind.
has handled. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say Rain Swole. She's got it.
I
Correct.
was gonna say Anwar has handled the Soul Forge, the radioactive stuff before, and worked with it before. So
True.
if Rain wants to hang on to it, or it can go into the bag of holding.
Yeah, it's more about
I mean-
the radioactivity than the weight.
Yeah.
Because don't forget, Audra's got literally like double the capacity.
Can I just say it was a good thing that that you were able to do that, because it was gonna set off an explosion that did 100 thunder damage to everybody in range. Wouldn't outright kill people, but it put them in death saves.
I
Would
think we
my
got those.
relentless endurance
Wow.
help with that?
Oh yeah,
Instead of
think
being
so.
like zeroed, I would be like, I'm okay.
Mop, mop, mop.
Ma.
but no. Luckily, you were able to save from that and save all of their lives,
That's
because who knows
wild.
what would have happened otherwise. The healer would have been down. A number of the healers would have been down.
Dear
Imagine just
God.
briefly if we got here maybe like 2 real life weeks, 3 real life weeks earlier, and Artem wasn't here to play Rain.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like Hunter would have been like climbing on the core, and then it just would have. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oof. Well, is that where we're stopping, Richard? 'Cause, I mean, that was a pretty good finish.
If anybody else has anything to kind of go over the next few minutes, otherwise, yeah, we're gonna kind of pick up when you guys get back to the town area and regroup. Sure.
I was gonna say, depending on how much TLDR we want to do it, but with the mithril, Anwar would find either Flash Iron Pan's forge or the lock in Keymaster forge, and he would use that to replace, like, keeping the same like framework as his armor, but like replace it with more adaptable and malleable.
Audra's
metal.
already got you covered there. I've actually already, because I thought I was gonna have that week off where I was gonna make it for you guys, but Audra's got. I sent Richard like essentially blueprints of like, here's what Audra would forge for the people who wanted the full plate.
Well, actually,
Yes.
as an artificer armorer,
Mhm.
Anwar can make his own.
Your own.
And actually, his
Well, then don't
expertise
accept
in.
my present.
Well, this is just like his thing.
Yeah.
His like thing.
I mean, that's not the full plate though, right? That's different. I'm assuming you still want that.
It is like a full plate made out of mithril.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if we want to like work on it together at one of the forges in the
Yeah.
Silver Steel,
Because I was
but like
literally these like past couple like months of planning this, I was like, well, Audra will make full plate as gifts for people who want it.
yeah, but Anwar's like an armorer.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
his thing.
same. I am a blacksmith.
Well,
But
in
hey,
any
we
case,
got it.
anybody who wants it can have it, and
Yeah.
those who
Well,
don't want it
no,
don't
the
need it.
Mithril's all on Wars. That was his quest for sure.
So let's see. Yeah, so you've still got some time before the big Moltra thing. You still have a little bit of traveling to go, but I think
Yay.
you guys have at least a day if you wanted to spend some time forging it up with the dwarves.
I mean, we do need to get those made.
It's a good
You're-
place to
you're-
do it.
Yep, you're in a good place to do it.
Yeah.
So we'll pick up next time where you guys are forging away and then heading off into the lost woods of Loch Raven. Where there's... Do you guys have a preference of what you want to do? Are you... The God Egg is more on the way. So are you want to do God Egg and then Ronkin?
Probably.
I figured we were just going in path order.
Okay.
We
Yeah.
didn't bring Sorsha to go help Rankin.
No, I
did
was
we?
just thinking that.
Oh, we'll just say that she was tagging along with Hunter.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
Because, that was your plan, was to take her along with you.
yeah, that was her whole reason for studying, really.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
because,
Okay.
you needed to take her with you to go help out Ronkin.
Right.
Mhm.
Well, okay. More
Alrighty.
quests fulfilled tonight, etc.
We shall pick it up next week. I do believe, though, sadly, June 19th, I will not be available. So,
Oh,
if you guys want to
June
do a...
10th.
Yeah, Juneteenth, I'm going to be doing something with my mama. She's coming
Aw.
into town from Portugal. So,
Nice.
Well-
so if you guys want to do like a one shot without me or whatever, then
Cool.
go for it.
We're off stream right now, right?
No,
Can you
we haven't
turn
gone
that off?
offline yet.
We
haven't
should
Okay,
yet.
well
probably
then
turn that off.
We'll do
let's
that now.
go off stream.
Bye, everyone. I mean, again,
Bye.
I don't do anything unless I tell you guys I'm doing it. So, bye-bye. And there it is. Bye.